Black Keys, RZA. Yes, baddest man alive. That's how we start today. Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning, Jim Norton.
Good afternoon.
We're watching some of the Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm highlights here as we get ready for today's show. My God, that kick to the neck was just brutal.
Yeah, it was a rough one, man.
That was a real rough one, and we got a new champion. This Holly Holm is she's a badass.
Yeah, it was. People I know who, a guy, my buddy Jeff in New Mexico who knows her, and he trains out there, and he said, he kept telling me she was going to win. He kept texting me, like, how much you want to bet? I'm like, I'm not that confident.
Yeah.
But some people who knew thought that she could beat her, but I was wrong. I thought Ronda would kill her.
She looked damn good, man. Look at this elbow, and then that slow motion punch to the front of Ronda Rousey's face. That made the rounds over the weekend. That did some damage.
You could tell a minute in, her nose was kind of bloodied.
Yeah.
And by the end of the first round, she was extremely winded.
Right.
Like, she was really winded. And I was like, man, maybe she's just not used to going more than 30 seconds. Like, her last 3 fights have been
20 seconds,
16 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I wonder if is this just like the girl just had her number, or is this like one of those Rocky III things where even though you care about the fight and you train, it's hard to get when you're beating the shit out of everybody, it's hard to get as hyped for your next opponent.
I don't know. I mean, what I saw, she just seemed like a very good opponent for Ronda Rousey, finally. Like we were discussing right before the show, the last few fights with Ronda Rousey, they come into the octagon and they look scared. They try to look like they're not scared, but you could just see it in their eyes. And this Holly Holm was very, very confident.
Yeah. And
ready to fight Ronda Rousey. That's gonna be the next fight, though. They're gonna definitely have a rematch. I know Ronda Rousey wants to go away for a little while, but Dana's gonna make that happen. Dana can make anything happen.
Yeah, I'm sure she wants it. I'm sure after losing, when she said go away, she meant like she probably wants to do a film here and there and relax.
Yeah.
But now it's like, no, you got to get the belt back.
Yeah, I think she assumed she was going to win this fight, then she would go away and do some other things, and then come back to the UFC. But now that she lost, I give her a week or two, and then she's going to start saying, "Look, when can I fight her again?" I think.
Yeah,
the little I know about this sport.
Well, Holly Holm is not 10-0. I mean, she was not a pushover fighter.
No,
she's
good. Undefeated as well. Yeah, well, Ronda's not undefeated anymore, of course.
But ranked number 7. So I was like, yeah, she should fight another fight or two, and then go after Ronda. But I was wrong. I mean, she was awesome.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than a hungry challenger. If you're the champion, there's nothing worse than a fucking hungry, motivated challenger. It's got to just be awful.
You're sitting there going, oh, no. Oh, boy. She's hungry.
They're all hungry.
Oh, boy. But everyone's talking about it. I guess it's set all sorts of records, huh?
Attendance records, yeah. And I think a pay-per-view record. She's the biggest star in the UFC, so I guess I'm sure that they're all happy for Holly Holm, but that's got to suck, when you see your champion go down. You just start like watching the numbers go out the window. You're like, oh, fuck.
I think it sucks for Ronda Rousey, but I think it's really good for Dana White, because now this rematch,
yeah.
Oh, my God, that's big money for everybody.
She couldn't take her down. Like, she got her down once and then couldn't finish her. Holly got up. And then at one point she tried to take her down and couldn't, and then Holly took her down and then smartly jumped out of it. But, if she can get her on the ground more than once, I think she can beat her.
This Holly Holm knows how to box.
Yeah, she's a very good boxer.
She knows how to fucking punch.
What a lefty. She has fucking shoulders like Holyfield.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what an upper body.
Would you want to go in there with her?
No, I mean, I would bore her in every way. I would bore her sexually. I looked at her husband in the ring afterwards, and he's like 6'2". He's taller than her. I'm like...
Well, of course.
That's the type of guys these girls date. Ronda's dating Travis Brown.
Of course.
6'11". Like, these are all just...
They're not gonna... Yeah, they're not gonna date wimps, I don't think.
No.
Oh, look at that guy. Oh, my God.
Yeah, to get a girl like that, you just need to be bigger. You need to be taller.
Well, Donald Trump couldn't help himself.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Wasn't there something happening in France this weekend that he should have been more worried about than this idiocy?
That France thing is rough. That is rough. I was watching the coverage before the show. I don't know how this around-the-clock coverage helps.
Because these guys...
I don't know how that helps.
These guys aren't doing it. Like, these guys are not, like, mass shooters. Like, they're not like the guy who looks for attention.
Right.
For these guys, the whole different thing. Like, they like the coverage, but they would still do it without it.
Yeah, I just don't know, man. I mean, it's horrible. Rivera, what happened?
I guess his daughter was there.
Oh, my God. Geraldo travels to Paris to get his daughter, and there he is on TV. That's just freaking brutal. There's going to be so many more of these in the coming years. This thing is not even close to over.
Yeah, no.
France could bomb all they want, but this thing is not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, they think they killed that Jihad John guy.
Yeah, that was on Friday. Yeah, so, and they went into Syria and bombed all sorts of stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Some ISIS strongholds and training facilities.
They won't do anything.
We're going to be stuck with this for a long time.
Yeah, and we'll wind up going in there and getting soldiers involved like we always do.
Right. So, getting back to the Ronda Rousey thing, Donald Trump tweets this thing out. Glad to see that Ronda Rousey lost her championship fight last night. Was soundly beaten. Not a nice person. And then someone explained to me, I think that Ronda Rousey supports Bernie Sanders, and that's why. That's where this all came from. I didn't know that when I tweeted out that that Donald Trump's an ass, because we've had Ronda Rousey on 2 or 3 times, and she's been nothing but a sweetheart, really nice to us.
Yeah, she's very nice.
We really like Ronda Rousey a lot here on this show, so we don't know anything about Holly.
No, but it's just, I hear
Holly
she's
Holm.
also very quiet and nice. I'm sure she's sweet, but just, so Jesus, Donald, are you worried about? It's just a silly thing to worry about.
It's weird because, yeah, like you said, this whole ISIS Paris thing is happening, and that's Donald Trump is more worried about, getting a jab into Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
because I guess she took some shot at him about supporting Bernie Sanders.
Oh,
let me see. In fact, Rousey expressed support for Democratic candidate Bernie Sanders in an interview with Maxim during the run-up to UFC 193. Okay, so this was high profile. I'm voting for Bernie Sanders because he doesn't take any corporate money, Rousey told Maxim. I don't think politicians should be allowed to take money for their campaigns from outside interests. Well, man, do I agree with that. Ronda Rousey. Trump is not the only person to jab Rousey after she lost. Rousey's main MMA rivals, Misha Tate and Chris Cyborg Justino, gloated after she was knocked out.
Well, yeah, I understand why Misha would gloat, because Ronda beat her.
Twice, right?
I think so, yeah. And Cyborg, they didn't fight, but she was rooting again. Of course, those people I can get. Yeah. But those aren't people you look to for a foreign policy plan.
Yeah.
When there's a massacre in France.
Of course.
It's like Trump is coming off, and I'm a supporter, tremendous, because I like the fact that the rest of them hate his guts.
Yeah.
But it's like, you gotta stop being so petty. Yeah. He's coming off as a very petty person with all this shit. It's like, you really have to stop. Every anchor you don't like, save that type of vitriol for the other people who want to, make policies that will affect my life, not some stupid Megyn Kelly or Rhonda or other people that have zero effect on anything we do on a daily basis.
He can't help himself, though.
Yeah, but he really should start helping himself, because he's starting to look very, very petty. Yeah. And that's coming from someone who likes him.
Yeah. But it goes after anyone that takes a shot at him. So,
which again is a person I get, and I like that he hasn't changed that about himself.
Right.
But there are times where you just got to stop it.
Just sit back.
How impatient, how important the Russian airstrikes. I told you so. Oh.
President Obama just told President Putin how important the Russian airstrikes against ISIS have been. I told you so. That's Trump. Yeah. Let me say hi to Joe in Baltimore. Go ahead, Joe.
Opie, that first song, man, that was great. Who was that again? Was that Black Keys RCA? Was that what you said?
Yeah.
That's the RZA from Wu-Tang, you idiot.
I knew that was the RZA because I heard RZA, but is that the songs about him?
No, they collaborated. RZA's on the track.
Oh.
That's the name of the song.
Oh.
Super fan Opie pitched.
What? I know it's the Black Keys with RZA, so...
Well, you just said Black Keys RZA. I don't know. You just
no, I know. Oh God, I know the name of the song isn't RZA. I know it's a collaboration. So if it came across differently, then I'm sorry, but whatever.
Hey man, it's just breaking balls. Have a good day.
All right, Joe.
Did you say it was the baddest man alive?
I did say, I did say that as well, but I don't know.
Anyway. Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Hey, I saw your tweet, Jimmy. You think Kurt Cobain was murdered now? I wish you saw this movie when everybody was in about 6 months ago.
I know. I happened to be on Netflix last night. I just saw it pop up.
Which one did you see? Soaked in Bleach?
And yes, I didn't see the whole thing. I got a half hour left to go. It was 12, so I went to bed.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go to bed. I wanted to finish watching it, but I'm like, no, just enjoy it when you get home. A little treat for myself.
Nice.
I'll go home today and I'll watch and relax and enjoy. But it's very, very well done. The fact that they're using almost exclusively audio, even the acted stuff, once in a while they'll dip in the real audio, so you realize, oh, this is an entire transcript of a real taped conversation.
Wasn't that cool? I thought the movie was put together very well.
Very well. And it's something, the rebuttal to that I'd like to hear. Like somebody who knows, I don't know anything about all that stuff. So anybody who knows all about that could go, no, he's wrong. Because like when you hear JFK conspiracy stuff, it sounds convincing until you hear someone who knows.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, okay, that's not right.
Right.
Or 9/11 conspiracy stuff.
Right.
But this, again, until I hear the rebuttal, it looks like it just looks very shady.
Yeah, there was a lot in that movie. I'm trying to remember everything because it's been a while now, but
her getting mad that he was doing Lollapalooza. And again, anything can be taken into account. Any couples get mad at each other. And I'm not even up to the really part about the note yet. But that one guy, like, the recording of the guy saying that was not under your pillow because we searched under the pillow. That note was not under your pillow.
Yeah.
And her going, well, it was there. You just...
Right.
It was like he seemed pretty honest and pretty genuine. The detective, or the PI,
the PI, and that's his world. He would know if it was not under the pillow.
And he said it to her back then. It wasn't like he's coming out 20 years later. Like that's a recording from then.
Yeah, these are old tapes.
Yeah,
I did enjoy the movie a lot. The guy, the director was okay when he came in here. He was all right.
I don't even remember him.
He was, exactly.
Was I even here for that, or no? I might not have been here.
Maybe you weren't here, and that's why. But we had a good discussion with him, and they want to open up the case.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And the Seattle Police Department, I don't think collaborated at all. I just think they're incompetent. Like or at least they were with that case.
Yeah,
they were terrible.
The
but I get why they would do that. Like if I was a cop and a guy got found with a shotgun in his hand, I'd go, he blew his head off. And the one guy, detective, said, and this was in the audio, they had tape of it. He goes, man, if this happens, we don't even send a guy out. Like, if the patrolman is pretty sure it's suicide, we just kind of take it like that. The homicide says we don't even go out.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of how they did it, and they got caught with one that probably is fishy.
And then the shotgun shell being on the wrong side of the body. You got that part?
Yes, I did see that. Although stuff like that, I know about the death grip. That was the least convincing part of it because you never know when someone falls back if it turns around. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't die the second the thing hits him. Maybe he dies a second later. You know, sometimes people live through a fucking bullet wound. Maybe he dies a second later and after the gun turned. That didn't convince me. It was the other stuff that kind of made me go, oof. You know, but there's a lot of stuff in there that doesn't look good.
No, not at all. But they're not really opening up the case, so
the thing about
so it's just a movie.
The thing was not blocking the door. Like we were always told the stuff was blocking the door, but it wasn't.
Right.
But they do show you like that Cecil Wecht or Cecil Wecht. I guess he's a forensic pathologist. He's a hard guy to. But then again, you know, him and Bodden are public figures too. Like they testify and they're interview guys.
I just haven't seen the movie in a while. I was all about it a few months back.
Yeah, it's very good.
I wish I knew you were watching it last night. I would have quickly taken a peek at that.
And the girl who played Courtney Love.
Hot, sexy.
Yeah, I forget her name. Sarah Scott. I was Googling her because she had great camel toe when she walked by in those underpants.
Yes, she
I was like, wow, she's fucking fantastic.
That sold you on the movie, right?
Yeah, it really did. It made me get very invested in all the characters.
Let's see her, man.
The detective was hard though, not to. And I even tweeted 20, you know, late to the party. Yes, I know. I'm 20 years late. I'm always late on these things. But with this one,
God, look at how sexy she looks.
She did a great job as Courtney too.
Very, very nice.
He's lucky he got to go in there and see like a 1994 Courtney in her fucking underwear.
Oh, that would have been a nice view, right?
See-through underwear.
Yes.
Fucking.
She's just in negligees as he's trying to get some info about the case, right?
Yeah. Man, she was not afraid of showing her puss. That's great.
That's her. Wow. Okay. I'm seeing just regular shots of the actress that played Courtney. Very, very nice.
Yeah, she's really sexy. She looked like a young Courtney.
I was too busy looking at huge celebrities in open caskets last night.
On what?
What?
On what?
I don't know. I was just doing what everyone else does. You're on your computer, and all of a sudden you find yourself. I didn't purposely look for this.
What started it?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it was a tweet. No, I don't think it was. It might have been a tweet that someone sent me that led me to a website, and then it was another option or something. But all these very famous people in open caskets, my God, everyone from Martin Luther King to James Brown.
Wow.
There was a million of them. River Phoenix. You ever see River Phoenix in a coffin?
No.
Supposedly, I'm trying to remember exactly, but his brother or his cousin or somebody snuck in and took the picture and sold it. That was never supposed to be out there. There you go.
I doubt that. Well, it wasn't.
There you go.
Wow.
There's River Phoenix. His teeth are like this, really tight.
Wow, he looks like Ray Liotta there. Looks like a young Ray. The expression on his face just looks cranky.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't remember the website. I don't know. During the break, I'll try to find it. But there was like 30 or 40 of them. Whitney Houston. This is all people who are close to them snapping these? Yeah, some were open to the public. Like there's they got Abe Lincoln in a coffin, but they had his body pretty much travel around the country for a while, so everybody could pay their last respects to him.
And a president is that's pretty photograph worthy if he's in an open casket.
Yeah, this website was really good because then they explain every photo, and there's one of Marilyn Monroe, and they're like, that's fake though. Supposedly it was some artist did something based on what they heard she looked like in her casket, and
Tupac I've seen, he's on a slab.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing.
So who in River Phoenix took the picture?
I'm trying to remember. I got to find the site, but someone close to the family snuck in, grabbed that pic, and then got it out there. Elvis Presley, I've seen that one. I got to find the actual site. I'm trying to. I don't know. I'll find it. It'll be in my history on my laptop.
I'm afraid to look at mine. It's disgusting.
Really?
Nothing to be proud of.
Mine is there's some just basic porn. That's about it. And a lot of kid stuff.
Whoa.
Sure, what site?
Not really a sentence you want to say. Clarify that.
Yeah.
Peppa Pig, Surprise Aggies, Daniel Tiger.
Oh, Surprise Eggs. Did we ever get them in or no?
Minecraft videos is what they're into these days. My son is into the Minecraft. I don't even know if that's a good thing for him to do at 5. I have no idea. I gotta ask some people.
Peppa Pig. I'd love to call a girl that while I'm fucking her. What a great thing to call someone.
Peppa Pig.
Yeah, while you're giving them anal. And they're unhappy with it.
Let's say hi to... I want to find that site for you now, because I should have just wrote it down. I don't know why I didn't.
I'll find it.
Let's say hi to Tom in Massachusetts. Tom?
Hey, boys. Good morning.
Good morning,
I was thinking about this ISIS thing, and if you look back, every war in the world, whether it was Japan, Vietnam, whatever, ends in a political solution. I think what really has to happen is not bomb the shit out of people with all the collateral damage and get everybody else pissed off, but to drag Saudi Arabia to the podium and tell the world we made a big mistake in inventing Sharia law some 300 or whatever years after Muhammad was already dead, because that's what's doing everything. It's like the Pope saying, I think it'd be smart if the KKK represented Christianity. It's all based on Sharia law, and they're implementing it, killing everybody that doesn't agree.
Well, don't you think, I don't know if I agree with it, it's never been a military solution. Those 2 bombs sure seem to help stop the Japanese from wanting to fucking continue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it gets people to the table. You beat the shit out of everybody until they finally drag themselves to the political table. But you can do it earlier if you can find the underpinnings. When I was a kid, my mom always said, we're in Vietnam to prevent communism from spreading. It was horseshit. I think it's a little rougher when you're talking about, Japan and Germany, the underpinnings there. But when it's all said and done, they're our best. Japan and Germany are our best buds now. We found a way. But, and what's insidious about this is Sharia law. It's all over the place.
Well, religion is much more. I mean, the Japanese are pretty fierce too. Like they were doing kamikaze and suicide bombings. But it seems like with religion, it's just a totally different. And we're not fighting a country. That kind of makes it harder too. It's not one country. It's like different groups popping up. So it's hard to beat them into submission because these groups don't have like people to answer to.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like when you beat the shit out of a country, the country is just kind of in shambles, and they're like, all right, enough. But it's just groups of people popping up. I think it's a lot harder. To get them to surrender,
and it's slowly becoming it's slowly becoming a viral thing. So now you got to wait for it to play out. I feel like more Muslims got to just speak up about this whole thing. They seem to stay very, very quiet. But you also hear like, look, the majority of Muslims are completely against this, blah blah blah. But I feel like they have to really start speaking up a lot more as well, because the world is fucking pissed off at this shit.
If you look up Sharia law. It'd be fun, not fun. It'd be interesting to read up.
Yeah, Sharia law is obviously the problem, but I mean, again, it doesn't matter. It's because it's not a country. This what was how many were involved in this? You want to say like the 20 collaborators? So maybe 60 or 70 people, like that have this underground cell and then commit this. It's like that's not exactly a country, so it's kind of hard to
That's what I mean, Jimmy. Is that it's so pervasive. It's like you line up 10 Muslims randomly picked around the world. 3 are going to believe in Sharia law, 7 aren't. And so it can be insidious that way. It's not geographically bound.
So out of the 3 of 10 that believe in it, then of those 3, how many would actually do something like this?
Well, if you again, this is a veneer. This stupid law is a veneer on top of the Quran. And if you're buying it, you buy it, and you don't tolerate. Either you join our club or we lock your head off. You can leave town, or we'll lock your head off. And there's all these other rules that are in there. And it's probably akin to what we found during the Crusades, where you had, Christianity being as upright as it might be, but somebody decided to come along and say, look, everybody's got to go that doesn't agree. And it was dismantling that veneer on Christianity that still left Christianity intact, but we weren't doing the stupid stuff, killing everybody. And it came right out of, as I understand it, it came right out of Saudi Arabia, our best buds. Some X hundreds of years after Muhammad was already dead.
Which I don't know about that. You might be totally correct. And then Saudi Arabia tends to really fucking annoy me. But I don't even think that if they came out and said anything about it, it would matter. Because a lot of those radical jihadists hate Saudi Arabia because they let the U.S. keep our military on their soil. Mm-hmm. They hate Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia saying something would mean nothing to them, and they would think that it was just they're just being puppets of the West. It wouldn't affect anything.
Yeah.
Well, what is happening, you're right, what is happening is that there are some scholars that are trying to get together who are not secular, but they're Muslims, and trying to expound the Quran as it is, without, and saying, look, show me where it says if you're homosexual, I'm going to cut your head off, or whatever, or if you steal. It's not in there.
Well, I think that I want to interview Rob O'Neill, by the way, the guy who killed Bin Laden. But I think that what we really need to do is just be nice to each other. That's my solution.
Yay.
Everyone be nice to each other. I'm trying to start a campaign. Let's everyone be nice to each other.
We have a fantastic clip that represents that opinion from
Thank
Madonna.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
I'd love to hear what Madge has to say about it. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of when it happened.
ISIS just did release a tape saying, America's, they're on their way for America as well.
Yeah, of course.
And the sad part about this whole thing is now we're moving into soft targets with this ISIS stuff.
Oh yeah, but we won't do anything to stop it.
They're going to go for more soft targets around the world. They'll definitely hit America sooner than later, which fucking sucks. And you feel helpless because you just don't know what the solution is.
It's a hard thing to stop. It's a very hard thing to stop because if there's a few of them and they're secretive enough, it's not something you're going to be able to take care of tomorrow or at the end of the year or, it's going to be years of dealing with this type of thing.
Yeah, to build on your Ronda Rousey example, notice boxers hug each other after a fight. Same thing with us. We beat the shit out of each other's temper, then we sort of have a hug later, and we all get along afterwards. But geez, if we could just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
All right, Tom. Thank you.
Bye, Tom.
All right, but this Paris thing got everyone's attention. There's a lot of countries that are fucking pissed off and have had it with this thing. But
Jordan was mad after their pilot was burned alive.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter.
Right.
This won't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how mad people get. The U.S. has been mad. They don't give a fuck. They're, again, they're not a country, so it's different. When you're little scattered groups, kind of, like Al-Qaeda's been hurt. They're not as strong as they used to be, but it's really hard to hurt small scattered groups.
Right.
Because if you get like 20 people of the same mentality, like they haven't been bombed. Mm-hmm. So if the people that they like are bombed and they have enough money, they're going to go out and strike back. And it's when you look at it, like it sucks that 100 and something people were killed. But on the scale of a war, that's nothing. Like they really are only hitting small targets other than like 9/11. They're not killing a lot of people.
Well, I'm sure they would love to up those numbers, though.
Oh, yeah, they would, of course.
And ISIS has killed a shitload of Muslims as well.
Yeah, they're awful.
A shitload. What's this video? Madonna?
Yeah,
Madonna's trying to get everyone together?
I want to hear what she has to say. I was one first thing I thought of. What is Madge going to say? 'Cause she always brings like a collective wisdom when something like this happens. She has a calming. I just tend to look to her.
All right, let's see what she does with this.
Another important point that I want to make
Oh, good.
is that, yes,
What was the first one?
there are people who have no respect for human life.
It's true. She's right.
And there are people that do atrocious, degrading, and unforgivable things.
Pause. But some of us need that to come. Let me just say that. That's not, it's not, entirely wrong to say that.
It's hard to take her seriously when she has her Halloween costume on. Holy fuck.
She's still dressed like she's 25.
How about you put something a little downplay what you're wearing, and then you could have a moment.
She looks really good, though. She looked older when I saw her, which everyone does in person. But when you look at her, like, even on HD, she looks fucking amazing for 50-something years old.
Well, they get that
Holy shit.
They get that face work, so it looks great on TV and all that. But in person, it's a freak show.
She looks great, though, on TV.
She looks wonderful there. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd give her a little kiss.
All right, push play.
But we will never, ever, ever change this world that we live in if we do not change ourselves.
Good point.
If we do not change the way we
This is the
treat
Rocky
one
speech
another
all over
on a
again.
daily basis.
Go get the Rocky speech.
That's true.
Yes.
Now here's Vogue.
The way we change
Exactly.
the world is not to elect another president, not to kill 100 more people.
Here
The
comes.
way we change the world is that we change the way we treat one another on a daily basis in the simplest ways. Okay?
For instance, when a fan asks for a photo, we don't say, no, thank you.
Worst answer ever, by the way.
Shut up, Madge.
Would you rather be ignored than the no thank you?
Oh, I would rather her spat on me than said no thank you.
No, the no thank you is the worst. No thank you.
No thank you.
No thank you.
We treat each other with dignity and respect.
Right.
Can I have a photo? No, thank you.
That could have set you off on a shooting spree, right, Jimmy?
Absolutely. I went home and I twisted my own balls and pinched my own taint in self-loathing. She hurted my feelings. No, thank you. No, thank you.
All right, continue with this.
We must start treating every human being with dignity and respect.
said that.
And this is the only thing that will change the world. This is the only thing.
I get, like, look, in those moments you don't know what to say, and it's, look, we all feel something, so you got to give her a break, but
Yeah.
stop trying to, we all try to have these impassioned thoughts, that we all try to say the one thing that everybody's going to just dab that tear away at the bottom of their eye and go, God damn it, I couldn't have said it better myself. And it's like, no one gives a shit. The world stinks.
99.9% of the time it comes across very douchey.
It comes along as very douchey.
Oh, my God.
If you
She's
don't
on
hit
it.
the target 100% on,
Yeah.
wow. There's no, it's either it's 50 points or it's douche.
Yeah.
There's no, like, 20, 30, and 10.
Yeah.
It's 100 or you suck.
All right, let's see. Let's keep going with this. Is it almost over?
Yeah.
All right.
That fucking awful mom, like, what do women wear when they fucking cook?
An apron.
An apron. That looks like a fucking apron. I couldn't think of, I almost said smock. And then a part of me went, you're wrong, stupid. And God, I didn't say smock.
She's too old to be wearing rags still.
Yeah, she's like an Amish woman's apron.
Oh, my God.
Just show me your fucking hiney hole.
Now what is she doing?
Only love will change the world.
Oh, no.
That's word. Wait a minute. Somebody
no.
put that in quotes and copyright it.
Oh, no.
I like it.
Oh, no. There's a guy standing there with an acoustic guitar.
Why? Only love will change the world. She's not wrong. And he looks like one of the bombers. Who the fuck is that guy? He looks like Craig Gass if he became an Islamic jihadist. Who is that fucking creepy guy with the guitarist?
We're about to find out.
Oh, no. Only love will change the world. She's not wrong.
And now I'm going to roll around the stage and show off my vagina.
Yes, now look at this.
Right.
Very hard to love unconditionally.
That's true.
And it's very hard to love that which we do not understand.
Pause. That's absolutely right. Although we're not the ones having that issue currently.
True.
It's the people who are shooting people at concerts.
Yeah, we're minding our own business.
Yeah. Lighten up, Muslim extremists. Wouldn't it be funny if she sang that? Lighten up, you jihadists. Lighten up. But you don't need to say to us that we don't understand. That we're kind of I think in this case, they're kind of the ones who are having the understanding issue.
I think to solve the issue, we all should just mind our own business.
Yeah.
Our own beeswax.
Yeah, let's just cut the
Malarkey?
malarkey. Yeah, let's just cut the malarkey.
All right.
That which is different than we are. But we have to, or this will go on and on forever.
She said on 3 times.
No, it won't.
On and on and on.
It'll be the end of the world.
Yep.
As we know
Before
it.
do go on,
And I feel
I
fine.
would like to have a moment
Oh, no.
of silence
Ooh.
where all of us just...
You know what? This whole thing she's yapping about, this could have been our moment of silence if she just shut up. Like, if you had just been quiet, we would have had our moment of silence and been spared this embarrassing little speech.
Did you hear about the moment of silence at the Rangers game yet?
I heard that some were none too kind.
Do we have audio of that?
I'll find it.
All right, we got to find it. Oh, my God. One fucking asshole. But continue.
In it, bow our heads, respect, and say a prayer for the victims who died last night in Paris, and for the families of those victims. Please, a moment of silence.
And don't forget to buy a T-shirt on your way out.
She has nice fans, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
You get 17,000 people to shut up. I'd have to be doing my act for that to happen. Total silence. I'll give her credit. They all shut up. Oh, no, don't tell me she breaks down.
well, the Rangers tried the moment of silence, too, and it didn't work out as well.
Well, did she
as the
break down there?
Madonna thing.
I got to see how
Yeah.
did she go into a song?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, all right. I guess what are you going to do? It's the night after it happened.
Of
She's
course.
probably performed in Paris 100
Ah,
times.
of course, she loves Paris.
That'd be like me hearing the fucking comic strip got bombed. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
some other place. Like, yeah, I'd probably want to do
Now
something
she's
for it.
dabbing her tears.
Oh, stop it. Get a hold of yourself.
Now she's going to put a cowboy hat on and
Yeah. Yes.
ride across the stage.
Oh,
What is she
gosh.
going to do here?
What are you doing?
What's going on? Where's...
She's like Caligula, just holding the onion up to his eyes, giving the
This
speech
is what
about
I told her
Tiberius.
to do. And I hope that you will join me,
Yeah, I think everyone will join
and we
you.
will all sing this prayer together.
Oh, no. Happy birthday. Oh.
I hear your voice.
What song is that of hers?
Like a prayer.
Oh, yeah, Like a Prayer, sure.
That was nice. She started off
An acoustic
acoustic.
version of Like a Prayer.
Being a singer must be fun. If I gave that speech and I yelled and I said I would like a moment of silence,
Yeah.
within 3 seconds you'd hear Chippa.
Well, your fan might have been at the Rangers game then, because the Rangers tried the same thing. What's the headline?
Ranger fan ruins moment of silence at Garden.
And people are pissed off, but it's just... go up to the headline again, sorry. A fan screams, "Let's go Rangers" during Paris attacks moment of silence. I'm laughing at the ridiculousness
I think
of
it's
this.
hilarious. I'm guessing he was drunk. You just have to. It's like a part of it is like that's a real dick move. You shouldn't do that. And then
course.
it's like, what are you doing with this before a hockey game?
A dim-witted hockey fan ruined a moment of silence at Madison Square Garden by yelling, "Let's go Rangers" during a solemn tribute to the victims of the Paris terror attacks. The loudmouth had to be shouted down by other fans during the tribute before the Rangers game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Currently screaming, "Let's go Rangers" through the moment of silence. World's biggest asshole, one fan tweeted. The moment of silence was observed prior to the playing, blah, blah, blah. All right, can we play the audio?
Please rise and remove your caps to observe a moment of silence for those who lost their lives, followed by the playing of the national anthem of France, La Marseillaise, followed by the singing of both Canada and the Star Spangled Banner by Deborah Cox. Tonight's colors are presented by the Canadian Consulate General and the Fire Department of New York.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I heard it.
What was he saying?
"Let's go Rangers." Chanting, "Let's go Rangers." What a dick.
And they started the music early. Someone's going, "Let's go Rangers." Hit the organ.
Oh,
That's kind of a scumbag move, though. I
Of
think you're a
course.
scumbag.
Well, the paper, I want to read this paragraph. During the moment of silence, a subhuman buffoon in the concourse or a high section of the pitch-black arena chanted, "Let's go Rangers," an ugly display of ignorance and stupidity and a frustrating reminder of the lowest forms that exist in the world.
No, that'd be the guys that actually went in and shot somebody. This guy's just a jerk-off.
He's just an idiot.
He's a jerk-off. But I'd have to say that's the type of language they should save for the guys that walked into the concert and shot people. He's just a drunken asshole.
Yeah, there you go. Why is this video 2 minutes long? Then what happens?
It's somebody just took
the whole
entire
tribute.
moment. Yeah, the whole.
Oh, okay. Did you find the celebrities in the coffins?
Yeah, I believe I did.
Let me see this. The slideshow. Yeah.
If you go through the slideshow, it'll tell you which ones are real and fake.
Yeah. Whitney's last photo.
How do we know if that's real? God, these
National
little X's
Enquirer.
keep popping up. I don't know why I'm surprised ads pop up.
The National Enquirer published a photo of Whitney Houston. We'll tweet this out for the people, Opie and Jimmy on Twitter. The National Enquirer published a photo of Whitney Houston in her casket on the front cover, which they had obtained illicitly from one of the funeral staff. Their decision was widely reviled, but also resulted in one of the tabloid's best-selling issues. So that photo was snuck out. James Brown with Michael Jackson. Yeah, we don't have to read everyone. That was then the Michael Jackson one is fake. They have Michael Jackson. It
looks fake.
Yeah, it's Photoshop.
This picture, Photoshop. Go ahead. Billie Holiday. Keep going. We don't have to read all of them. There's the River Phoenix. Yeah, let me read the River Phoenix. Phoenix had a private funeral with only 60 mourners.
Well, he didn't have a lot of friends. What an unpopular guy he must have been.
But photos went public after a reporter broke into the funeral home and it was a reporter, and took the picture. This picture of River Phoenix, which he sold to the National Enquirer. Phoenix died outside, blah blah blah, Viper Room.
93, that was.
Elvis in his casket. That's real. Go back, because that one wasn't supposed to go out either. Elvis' open casket funeral was closed to the public, but his cousin took this photo and sold it to the National Enquirer for $18,000, which helped the magazine to sell a record-breaking 6.5 million copies.
And they only gave him 18. I mean, again, that's 77, but
77, right?
The cousin probably lost all relationships with the Presley family for 18 grand.
He probably would have made more just hanging out as a cousin.
He could have just charged fucking $10 to talk about Elvis for 5 minutes. He would have made more in the long run. That's a shitty deal.
Exactly. You got Selena. Keep going. Then the Madonna. The Marilyn Monroe one is fake.
Yep.
It was created by an Italian artist based on descriptions of the green dress, veil, and makeup Monroe wore for burial.
Keep going. The photo actually shows it's a statue.
Yeah. Who's this? Ray Charles.
He's in a piano, isn't he?
Public viewing, open casket, blah, blah, blah. There's the Abe Lincoln.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
That's a pretty clear picture of Abe Lincoln.
That's a great photo. It looks awake.
Yeah.
Then they started to close the eyes. After this one made the rounds, like, maybe we want to shut the fucking eyes. His body traveled for months. Okay.
At his own wish, his body traveled for months, yeah.
Yes. With it, the rubber, he must have smelled terrible.
Yes, especially back then. They probably have figured it out a little better these days. B.B. King in his casket.
I don't want an open coffin.
Martin Luther King.
Wow.
With his kids checking it out. Chris Kelly from Criss Cross. I don't know why I got it. It's Chris Henry. Chris Henry was a football player, right?
Yeah, for the Bengals.
Is he the one that was in the car accident?
He fell out of a pickup truck driving by his fiance, and she run him over?
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce Lee, cool.
Bruce Lee in a casket.
That's because the T-Mobile ad pops up.
Yeah, a very important moment. We need to sell some phones. Hector Macho Camacho.
Oh.
He was stabbed, I think, no?
Shot, I believe.
Oh, shot in the face 3 days prior. Right. Etta James.
Bella
Lugosi.
He watched like every role he ever did. That's like seeing John Wayne buried on a horse with a fucking cowboy hat.
Well, he wanted to be buried in his Dracula outfit.
Yeah, he should have.
Rudolph Valentino.
Fuck Karloff! He couldn't smell my shit! Who's that, Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth checking out Lou Gehrig in an open casket.
Oh,
I never saw
wow.
that photo before.
Yeah, he's waving his dick at him. It's a really rare photo.
Gandhi. We can go through this fast because it's visual. Jesse James.
Oh, you remember he was Jesse James shot him in the back. Remember that Brady Bunch episode that all taught us that Jesse James was a very cowardly man.
Right. Herman
Goering. Ah, he was a great guy.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Shut up. Palms.
Bonnie and Clyde. Open casket, even though she was shot 25 times.
Oh, wow.
Grace Kelly.
Bonnie of My Wife Hates Me, a suicide after her husband bungled another word.
Grace Kelly, another civil rights leader.
Medgar Evers.
Medgar Evers.
His wife kissed him?
Yes.
That's a depressing photo.
Rick James.
Jesus Christ, Rick James. What an awful photo. Hold on a minute. Let me look at his fucking... First of all, he looks a lot lighter. I don't know if that's just what happens when you die.
Might be the makeup.
But that fucking... It doesn't look anything like him. Like, here's like that weird upper lip, like that goes from his nose to the top. Like his lips don't look. They look like fucking,
Yeah.
They look tiny.
Like his top teeth are pushed out too far.
Yeah, it looks weird.
We met Rick James back in the day.
Yeah.
I got a picture with the Rick.
He tortured me with a cigarette lighter in his closet. We smoked crack together.
Really?
Yeah.
Who else? Then you got, that's Perone.
Oh, man.
Avita. Huey Long. He was assassinated, I think. No? The senator, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Lee Harvey Oswald. I've never seen that picture.
No. What happened? He died of cancer, I think.
He did, huh?
Yeah.
Long life. Sarah Bernhardt.
Who's that? Oh, she was in the King of Comedy. Who else?
I don't know.
She died in 23.
Martin Luther King.
I tell you, he looks great. Now, Martin Luther King should have had an open casket because he looked like he had just been talking 5 minutes earlier.
Right.
Rick James, however, looked like he just came out of a freezer.
Yeah.
They should make a judgment call when you're a Russian Boris Yeltsin. You can only see his little nose poking up. He looks almost like a big, ugly baby. He's wearing a little bonnet. Oh, how adorable.
That was 2007 he died, huh?
Boy, someone got their photo taken in front of the fucking...
That's a selfie with William Burroughs in the background.
Who's William Burroughs?
Casket.
Writer.
Oh.
We're just about done. Let me see. Who else?
MacArthur.
And by the way, whoever tweets me, hey, stupid, how did you not know William Burroughs? I'm not an educated man.
It's good to get ahead of that now.
Yeah, I knew that would be coming, and probably justifiably so.
Mao. Chairman Mao.
Yeah, you fucking, you keep doing that, you're not going to be making it with people anyhow.
Lenin.
No, there's a picture of Chairman Mao. If you're going to go carrying a picture of Chairman Mao, you're not going to make it with people any...
Yeah.
Of course. Very good.
Rosenberg's.
Some
blah, 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 blah.
Russian writer. Keep going. We're just about done, right? Ferdinand. That's the dude that started World War I when he was assassinated. I remember my schooling. The Archduke, right? Started World War I.
Yep.
And that's it. So we'll tweet
John
out.
Legend and Chrissy
30
Teigen.
interracial couples you probably didn't know about. Now, this is what we ought to be focusing on. Who to boycott. Now, if they wanted that in the... Oh, wait, that's the gay people. Adam and Eve, Adam and Steve. All right, forget it.
I didn't click on this one. I stopped.
Why? You afraid to get all upset?
I didn't care about the
Racist Opie.
I didn't care about the interracial couples.
Let's just see one we didn't know about. Because I didn't know about John
Yeah.
Legend and Chrissy Teigen. I can now jerk off to those two.
You didn't know about those two, though.
No.
They're a power couple.
I didn't know that.
Let me take this phone call as you find that. Let me say hi
God damn
to...
you.
Who's this? Hello? Long Island.
Hello?
You've been on the phone for 40 minutes. I
Stop
finally picked up your
listening to
call.
yourself.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I was listening to the replay with Dennis Falcone, and I always feel bad for Justin when Pete Davidson is in,
Yeah?
and he's a fucking bully, Justin.
Justin's a bully. Why?
Oh, the way he was treating Dennis, he's like classic kid that gets bullied, sniffs out a little weakness. He's like, come in here with a fucking paper bag by a microphone, Dennis.
No, that was me.
That
wasn't Justin. That was Eric.
That was Eric. That's Justin's brother, Eric.
All right, so,
Dennis, I'll tell you this much. Dennis loved his time. He does not go away from here bummed out whatsoever.
oh man, he gets fucking picked on, and I love you guys. I'm a huge fan.
All
And
right.
I'm like, I don't know why he shows up for this. So I just wasted 40 minutes of my life, so,
All right. You rule, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Have a good day, buddy. That's funny. All right. This is the interracial couples.
Yeah, let's see. We got,
Jimmy wanted to see a couple of these? All right.
Yeah, I'm about to get outraged. I don't go for this stuff, as you know, as we've talked about in the back before.
Yeah.
Who's this?
I don't know this
Robert
shit.
Pattinson and British singer FKA Twigs, they were dating?
I've been dating since August of 2014.
Oh, I don't go for that. Chris Noth and Tara Wilson?
Oh, boy.
Ah, boy, I don't go for that.
Oh,
Who
boy.
else? Who's that?
Dr. Dre and Nicole Threat Young.
I don't know who they are, but her tits look spectacular. Holy good God, are they giant
With
breasts.
a big tattoo on them.
Tina Turner and Erwin Bach, I don't go for that either.
Tina Turner's getting a little dick. She's getting the sweet dick. I
De
didn't
Niro
think Tina Turner was still getting dick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
De Niro and Grace. I knew De Niro liked black girls, so he and I talked about that. He's like, Jim, they're just good people like the white girls. I was like, all right, Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah.
Grace Hightower.
Yeah.
They've been together for a long time.
They have, yeah.
How old's Tina Turner that she's still getting dick?
She's got to be pushing 50.
Pushing 50, really?
She older?
Maybe just slightly older.
Here's my guess. 71.
75, and she's still getting dick.
75.
Good for Tina. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I don't know who half of these people are. Because usually you know who couples are.
Halle Berry
and yeah, Oliver Martinez. Is that her name?
Yes.
Or Olivier Martinez.
Reggie Bush.
I like girls with tattoos. That's grown on me.
Tay Diggs is getting some white puss.
I didn't like tattoos for many years. I still don't like tattoos on black people because you can't really see them. They need to come up with a white ink that's just much easier to see, because I can never read them. So black guys always think you're staring at them. It's like, I'm just trying to read your fucking tattoo. It's on your arm.
They don't want you reading their tattoos.
But they have a tattoo, so you have a tattoo, you must want people to see it.
I guess. But I don't think they want you staring at it and trying to read it.
But I'm trying to read it out of courtesy.
I don't think
They're like, what are you?
That.
What the fuck you looking at?
Right.
I'm trying to read your neck, sir. Right. There's something written on your neck. I was just trying to read it, and being that you're not white, it doesn't show up as well. I wasn't trying to be confrontational.
You're crazy. I would never try to read a tattoo of a black guy. I just assume it's something that's, important to him, and I move on.
Sometimes you got to ask. Like, I'll do this. I'm on the subway, and there's a guy, and he's not looking at me. I go, hey. And I snap out, hey!
Oh my God! Don't.
Because they usually wear headphones. Hey! No. What's that?
Don't do that, please. How many more do we have to go through with this?
I don't know anything. You know who I read up on last night? He's doing well. Is Ted Williams? The macaroni and cheese voice guy.
Oh, he's doing well.
Sober 4 years now. Good news. I don't remember where I read that, but I heard he's sober 4 years, so I'm very happy that...
my favorite clip almost ever is, I got you a Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, he didn't handle the...
He finally gets to see his kids for the first time in a while after being a complete and utter fuck-up. He gets some viral fame, and he thinks he's going to make everything go away with the Louis Vuitton. It's the greatest clip ever. So you read, where was this article?
I don't remember. And this might be the one you read. I don't even remember how I got to it. I was on some sort of loop. And I don't remember if it was a porn loop or a regular loop. I just got right back to...
Remember that. The man with the golden voice, Ted Williams.
Can we see that original clip again? I don't need to see his whole life story.
Now he's been cleaning... Okay.
Oh, so I don't turn it off.
Now he's been clean and sober for more than 4 years, NBC News reports. He got $300,000 for a book deal, The Golden Voice, How Faith, Hard Work, and Humility Brought Me from the Streets to Salvation, released in 2012, plus gigs, blah, 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 motivational speaker, Kraft macaroni and cheese. William is now giving back to the homeless. Nice. Very good thing to do. Blah, blah, blah.
Here's the original.
Okay.
Yeah, his teeth, he did not look well.
Hey, I'm going to make you work for your dollar. Say something with that great radio voice.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. And we'll be back with more right after these words.
But that guy really made him say a couple of things. He's dangling another guy a dollar.
Yeah, he never gave him the first dollar.
That's right.
He did it for you, buddy. That's pretty amazing. That is really amazing. So what is he up to that he's been sober for 4 years?
Oh, I don't know. That was all I read.
Helping the homeless. He's 58 now. He looks better now than he did like 4 years ago, or 4. How many years ago is that?
6, maybe more.
Yeah, probably 5 or 6.
I just started naming numbers. I went to say more than 4.
Is he working in the biz?
Yeah, he just did this Pepsi ad.
He did?
Yeah.
Let me hear him in...
Pepsi Cola tastes like shit. They didn't like his. They stop improving, Ted. Just read the script.
All right, everybody. If this doesn't get your toes tapping, then check your pulse, because you might be dead. Coming to you in living color.
It's not even him.
God, you see what they had to do? They're basically saying, hey, man, you got a great voice, but you're ugly as shit. So we're going to hire a model and make believe it,
I think he's the wrong demo. That's what it is.
Oh,
they had a young guy.
Pepsi.
Yeah, that's really shitty.
You can't figure something out to make that work. Go fuck yourself. They got a young black model, and they're trying to make it look like he's got that voice. That's so fucking shitty.
That's fucking... Let's see the whole thing, though. That is so...
I hope he enjoys his $1 million for doing this for Pepsi.
That's so
shitty.
lame.
Your toes tapping, then check your pulse, because you might be dead. Wow. Coming to you in Living Cola.
This is the first time I've seen this.
There's a commercial that's going to play for the Super Bowl. I don't know if this is it, unless they find a way to show him at the end. But that is fucking, what a bunch of cheese dicks. Well, because he's that, to me, he's a much more, a homeless guy whose life has been turned around is much more interesting than just some good-looking guy.
Right.
What fucking twats.
And they already have the good-looking guy, like, hiding behind a lot of radio equipment, like a microphone and whatever, some other things. You could easily put him in a booth somewhere and just light it properly, and that would have been just as good.
How about you show fucking Ted Williams on the train where he probably slept most of the time?
Yeah.
You know, you fucking asshole. I just want to see the rest of it to see if we're attacking them and then maybe they do something else.
Maybe there's a twist at the end?
Yeah. Like they show different people lip-syncing his voice. Who knows?
Look at everyone getting along on the subway. Where's that subway?
I mean, voiceover people typically aren't seen, but he's a different case.
Yeah.
You know what else?
How come they don't fuck? I mean, unless, maybe, you know what? I wonder if the singer's been dubbed over, too.
Right, they showed an old guy sitting at a counter in a diner. They could have thrown him in there.
Oh, God.
They could have been like, oh, that's the guy. Yeah.
It's just so calculated.
This commercial so far.
Refreshing Pepsi Cola. From the wonderful folks who put the R in Cola.
They did not need to fucking dub in another guy. They could have just done voiceover.
Yeah, they show the guy, make him believe it's his voice. Oh, here's
there's the guy dancing again.
Here's the guy again. Let's see.
No, they're all dancing. Ba ba ba. This commercial fucking stinks.
But she's pretty.
Ba 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 ba.
They didn't even need the DJ.
No, fucking ageist cunts. They got to show a young, good-looking guy instead of the old guy who used to shit his underwear and collect money. Exactly. And now he's an inspirational story.
Right.
And they don't show him. They just show the handsome guy who probably fucks girls all the time. That's the guy I want to see. Show me that guy drinking Pepsi.
I completely agree with you.
This is what I drink when I'm not drinking vodka and urinating on myself.
The other thing is that the commercial didn't need the model at all as the DJ.
No.
They only showed that part for a couple seconds going, look, there's great voices coming from this very good-looking black gentleman.
Yeah, and they probably had, I'm guessing the singer was dubbed over too, and that would be their reasoning. But the singer, is that a famous song, or is that just one for this?
I've seen her before. Is
that her in the commercial?
I believe that's her singing, yes. I would bet money. I don't know her name, but I've seen her before.
Is it the Tory something? Yeah, that's going to air during the Super Bowl. So why show the old ugly guy who used to be homeless? Why would you want to show him during the Super Bowl? You show the young, good-looking guy. That's better.
Well, we love good-looking people in this country.
Oh, what fucking
we love it.
Repulsive assholes they are. The joy of Pepsi. I would find more joy in the fact that a guy used to stand outdoors and beg, and now look at this. He's in our commercial.
He's an
Wouldn't you be
inspiration.
prouder of that? Or maybe they were afraid of him relapsing. You know what?
Right. Yeah.
Let me say for the record.
I know exactly what you're going to
Let me say, maybe, I'm assuming Ted is sober. I'm hoping he is. But maybe he came in to do voiceover, and he was not in good shape, and they're like, well, you know what? This is not working.
Or they can't show their commercial eventually if he has a relapse and then he's in this commercial like, oh boy.
Yeah.
You know, the guy that just ran over 25 kids in Ohio. We got to get him out of the Pepsi commercial.
Jimmy's totally right. It's Tori Kelly.
And she's actually in it, right?
Yeah.
Then again, they use athletes in commercials. They might wind up having a domestic violence incident. So I'm going to stick with fuck them.
No, they just
fuck Pepsi.
They just wanted beautiful people. They just wanted beautiful people throughout their ad. Although they showed two old guys at a diner or something. That didn't even make sense.
Yeah, they showed
I guess
them in
all
charming
walks of
moments.
life. But
Everybody loves Pepsi.
Except bums. Except homeless, who we use. And again, they are paying him, so good for them. But they'll show the old black guy with the white hair playing. Who's he playing?
Well,
dominoes.
That's Kyrie Irving playing both roles as himself and as.
No kidding.
Oh, cool. Don't show a real old guy. Just show the young, good-looking guy pretending to be old. They really are. They fucking can't stand old people at Pepsi. They bug me.
Oh, fuck them.
Fuck Pepsi.
Not a fan of Pepsi.
No, I'm not either. No. Especially now after they leave out my man Ted.
Not a fan of soft drinks in general. Fuck them all.
You remember when Ted Williams was reunited with his mom?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's play this.
Listen to him.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Hi,
I'm
Mommy.
uncomfortable.
I know, I feel the same way, Mommy. I love you, Mother. Everyone.
Oh, they're all snapping. Oh, this is uncomfortable.
It seems like everybody. Hi, Mommy. I'm home. I told you I was.
Oh, this is uncomfortable.
I don't look the best, but I'm home.
Raise's breath stunk because she moved her face.
Yes, I saw that.
This is uncomfortable.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mom.
You know what? I apologize to Pepsi. I wouldn't show this embarrassing asshole either at his age. Fucking stop it. Fucking Oedipus complex. Stop it.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Sounds like Edgar. Hi, Mommy. I'm sober. April Fools. Fuck.
All right. So they're going to play that during the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I thought that was really shitty of Pepsi. They just watch the nerve of them to dub in that guy. We all know it's not that guy.
Yes. Oh, your Cowboys lost to the Buccaneers yesterday?
What?
Seventh straight loss.
Good. I wouldn't care if they lost to the Golden Girls. They're terrible. They're fucking shit backups. They're awful.
I watched the Patriots Giants. That was a great game. Holy fuck. That was the only game I watched all weekend.
I didn't know there was football yesterday until somebody tweeted about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I went out to Dallas. I forget.
Really? On a Sunday you forget there's football?
Yeah, they stink. They're out of it, so why am I going to put myself through it?
They're not out of it.
Maybe not mathematically, but, let's be honest. We all know
the division is terrible. They could, if Romo comes back, they could absolutely still make the playoffs.
I know, but they shouldn't.
What's their record?
No, they absolutely shouldn't.
2-7. They don't deserve it.
Yeah, that whole division is dog shit. It's you got the Giants leading 5-5, and then Redskins 4-5, Eagles 4-5, Dallas 2-7. Man, that's a rough division. There's only 3 undefeated teams, right?
Yeah,
Panthers, Bengals, and Patriots. I think.
I heard people saying, getting back to this, that 8 or 9 wins could win the division. So that they could go on a run once Tony.
They're not going on a run.
They could though.
I know they could.
They're going to go on.
If you had a square asshole, you'd shit bricks. Don't give me that shit.
They're going to go on
Q&A.
Yes.
They're going to go on enough of a run just to disappoint you at the end.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
3 undefeated teams: Patriots, Bengals, who play tonight, and the Panthers.
And Peyton Manning, what's that about? Was he hurt, or is he just starting to really fucking suck?
They benched him. But
I know, in the third quarter.
He's now the all-time passing leader.
I know. Brett Favre congratulated him from a tree stand. That was so weird. Did you see that video late last night? Brett Favre isn't at a tree stand, Jimmy, like doing some hunting.
Ah.
And he congratulated on Peyton for passing him. Here, check this. It's very quick, this video. Very quick.
But you know what? We have to wait for a commercial.
Oh, we still don't have the ad block software.
Yeah, how come we don't have that?
We've been promised
Because we
it
asked for it weeks ago.
Oh.
Weeks, I think.
So what do you want to do?
Just
Jerk each other off for a few minutes?
Yeah.
My guess.
Or it's only got 5 seconds left. Here we go. Brett Favre. With no audio.
Okay.
Oh, boy. All right. It's not, okay. All right. Now it's in the middle of the video. All right. Let's do this. Turn it up nice and loud. Oh, boy. Now it's not working.
Not playing it.
It's 17 seconds.
Yeah, you've interrupted me again. Anyway, man, I'm very happy for you. Congrats. But now you have to take them all away. Good luck, man. You're the best.
Oh. Was that a gunshot at the end or a fart?
I think he made gas at the end of that clip.
Oh, that sounded like a distant gunshot.
Yeah, it was.
It was Jimmy.
It was Jimmy. That had nothing to do with what we were watching.
Holy shit.
That really annoyed me, that stupid clip.
Is Peyton hurt? You didn't answer the question. He just had a shitty game.
Twilight of his career.
Yeah.
He's thrown like 14 interceptions in the last
he had
5 weeks.
Didn't he have 4 interceptions yesterday and only 5 complete passes before they took him out or something like that?
Yeah. He threw for 35 yards yesterday, and then they benched him.
Oh, my God. That is sad.
No, it's just not good.
So what are they going to do? But they're saying he'll absolutely be the starting quarterback, right? As soon as he's healthy, whatever they said.
Well, he's Peyton Manning.
You got to play him no matter what, right? But the
you got to give him a chance at least.
The team's 7-2, aren't they?
Yeah.
7-2, and
they've got an amazing defense.
And he's not having a great year. What's not even close to a great year. Average at best, right?
No, I think since week 4 or 5, he's thrown 4 touchdowns and 14 interceptions.
9?
I think.
For the year, he's got 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions?
It's not good.
I didn't know it was this bad.
Guy's having a bad year.
He's having a bad year, but the problem is he's an older gentleman.
Yes.
You don't come back from those bad years the older you get.
Don't count him out.
All right. What's the Monday night game?
It is Texans versus Bengals.
All right. And how did your Chargers do?
They had a bye. Still 2-7.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break and get into some other things.
Paul Virzi, is he here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Paul opens for Bill, and I heard he was tremendous at the Garden on Saturday.
Dude, the Garden with Bill Burr. That was awesome. Fucking awesome. Bill had a great set.
Was it just him and Paul?
And DeRosa.
Oh, okay.
Joey had a great set. It was good to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen him in about a year. And then Paul Virzi. Paul Virzi's a very good comic. I've seen him over the years.
I know Paul, I'm sure, but I don't know his act. But every time I hear his name, and I've been hearing it I just can't not think of fucking Paul Virzi.
Yeah, of course.
I can't not think of fucking Bronson.
Of course.
I'm sure he's heard that his whole life.
We'll have to ask him.
He probably wants to punch me in my fucking hack mouth for mentioning it.
Paul went on, and then obviously DeRosa, and then Bill did a really long set. He went well over an hour and basically said, look, I don't know if I'll ever get this chance again, so fuck it, I'm staying up here. And Bill just crushed it at the Garden.
Good for him staying up there a while.
Yeah, he absolutely went long, and it worked. So very happy for all those guys. So we'll get Virzi in next. I think Pete Davidson's stopping by. It's his birthday or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep, true.
Whatever happened to I can't do the show for a while because I got SNL?
I think, I don't know, they just did an episode, and then are they off this upcoming week?
I don't think they're off. Huh?
He said he was good to do Monday.
He said he could do Monday, so.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, that's good. So.
We have Andy Cohen.
And Andy Cohen stopping in today.
And girls.
And
Nikki Benz and Alexis Texas.
What are they doing today?
I don't know.
I think they got some kind of gig they're doing, right?
Nikki Benz we've had before.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she's really nice.
I've never met Alexis. I think they're walking around Times Square with their tits out or something. Is that
good.
I heard a rumor.
Whatever it is, I back it. They got my support.
Is that true, Travis?
That's what I heard. I don't know what they're doing it for, aside from fun, but...
Yeah, what's the cause?
Do we need a reason?
I have no idea. No, we don't need a reason, Jim. That's the beautiful thing.
That's the beautiful thing. It's just they're just doing it for humanity.
Because it's legal.
That's more valuable than what Madonna did. You want to stop jihadists, you show those big tits hanging out all over 42nd Street. That'll get you moving.
Well, I think they might ruin the topless thing, though. Right now, you could go to Times Square any day of the week, and there's girls walking around topless. I mean, they got boob paint on, but you get to see them disrobe and have no boob paint on as they're getting painted in front of everybody. And New York City doesn't know what the fuck to do with these girls.
Are they still doing it? I haven't been down.
Yes, they're still doing it.
Since it got cold out.
And I'm thinking that these two might ruin it for everyone because they got such nice titties.
No, they'll be fine. They do like a march every year.
Yeah.
Not them specifically, but...
Yeah, but the girls that usually do the march are the ones... oh, God, here come the feminists. They're not the ones you really want to look at. Right, Travis?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm a married man.
You're allowed
You're neither of those things.
You're allowed to fucking look.
I honestly, I don't know about the march. I don't know what they do it for. I don't know where it is.
Usually when they are topless for a cause, they're not the greatest boobs. Sorry, but it's just the truth. We're going to eat now. Oh, yeah, the Missouri thing. University of Missouri activists complain. This was a biggie over the weekend. Complain about Paris taking the spotlight away from them.
Yeah. I've never seen a college look worse than they look recently.
They're brutal.
They are what?
Babies?
Babies.
Gotta say babies.
What little widow? They're not even little babies. They're widow babies.
Right. You got some of these tweets?
Yeah.
I want to read a couple of these. Racist white people kill me. You want everyone to have sympathy for your tragedy, but you have none for ours. Get the fuck out of here. Hashtag Mizzou.
But then again, is she a student or is she just black and annoyed? She might not be a student there.
It's a little different what happened in Paris compared to what happened at your university.
I don't know. Campus life is tough.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Interesting how the news reports are covering the Paris terrorist attacks, but said nothing about the terrorist attack at Mizzou.
That's a good point. She's right.
Wow. We can remember the tragedy in Paris and still remember Mizzou. We are capable of multitasking. Both situations are equally messed up.
Absolutely. They really are the same thing. That kid hit it on the head. She's right.
Supposedly there was a huge earthquake in Japan, and that couldn't get any coverage.
There was a tsunami warning.
A tsunami warning and a 7-point something in Japan, and that couldn't get any attention because of the Paris shootings.
That's racist.
Not to take away from Paris at all, but just how they're getting news coverage, and the world's support. We deserve it too.
Yeah.
You were getting your coverage.
And you linked up to get rid of the reporters. True little children who don't like when mommy and daddy don't notice them, they kick and scream, notice me again. I've never seen a school embarrass themselves like this. Unless these are not students, these are just assholes.
This is a classic example of the me syndrome.
Oh.
How do you not see that the Paris thing is way bigger than what is happening at your university? Are you kidding me? There's no rank order to injustice. We fight for Mizzou, pray for Paris, hashtag, and seek justice for Sandra Bland at the same time.
Good, yes, all the same thing.
France is home to millions of black Muslims in Paris and beyond. Whatever. It just keeps going on. Disgusted white conservative Americans using Paris as your woes here with us could be more extreme, but not surprised. What? Paris to castigate? Black folks for fighting very real oppression here in the U.S., then you are disgusting. What are you talking about? The Paris thing is a massive story.
Castigate blacks for...
Paris attacks were terrorism. Black students getting death threats on their college campuses, a supposed safe space, is also terrorism. They're not the same thing.
No, I don't know. I agree. I disagree. I think that these poor colleges have it. Hey, man, these poor colleges. It's very difficult circumstance they live under, and it's very much like Paris. These Missouri students were right. Hi, Paul.
Paul Virzi for the first time on our show.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Seen you off and on over the years. I'm like, God, it's time to get Paul Virzi on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Are you really a very close friend of Bill Burr's, or you guys just fake that for your stand-ups?
He's been great to me. No, not he shits on me a lot, but he's Bill's the best, man. Helped me out, and we met in Montclair, New Jersey.
Oh, wow. What year was that?
2005.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving weekend, and we just kind of hit it off. Sports, a lot of shit talking. He's a Patriots guy, I'm a Giants guy, so that started things.
That was a great game for you guys.
Oh, man, that was a tough loss, though.
Tom Brady had it the whole time. Everyone knew it. You could just feel it. You could feel it in your bones that Brady was going to get the job done.
Great game, though.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
54-yard field goal to end it at the end there, right? Don't use Paris to invalidate black folks. Don't use Paris to invalidate black folks. Don't use Paris to invalidate black folks.
Did you say that, or did I just think it? Because that's been on my mind the entire weekend. It's been upsetting me. Did you do colleges or no?
Sometimes.
They're hard, man. For like the jokes, but the concepts you want, they just don't go. It's frustrating.
Yeah. No, I don't really do them that much. I've done a few of them, but I'm more club.
What happens when they leave college? Because then they love comedy again. Are they in some weird bubble in college for 4 years? Because this has been going on for a while, and then, you guys are out there doing your thing, and there's a lot of young people laughing their asses off. But for some reason on a campus, it's different. Why?
Yeah, I did a college a couple years ago in Connecticut, and I got hate mail and parents of kids saying, I was just doing UFC jokes, and I was just saying things, and they were like, how can you say what you said?
Do you have an example?
I was just like, I said something about, I just alluded to, like, I didn't want to see bare feet, and I didn't, like, the whole thing. I'm actually into UFC more now, but at the time I wasn't. Yeah. I just did a joke that I didn't like it, and it was not, like, anti-gay, just, these guys bare feet and blood. I didn't really want to see that shit at the time, so I was talking about, this kid was like, how dare you? Those guys are warriors, and wrote a note, and he was like, I live my life, but these guys are my heroes. And I was like, what? It's a joke. And I was just like, what's happening?
I don't know, but I agree with that kid. That student was right. They are warriors. And that upsets me, Paul. I'm glad you've changed your tune.
People can't take a joke anymore.
They're the worst. Sad.
It really is fucking sad.
They're different in the club, though. I think it depends on what the prevalent, like the dominating mentality is. Like in a comedy club, it's the club, and then there's a few students, and they tend to just kind of get into the vibe of what's happening. But it's like if you're in their place, and that's the dominating thing.
Well, they want to have safe space.
Yeah.
Safe spaces and on campus. So, how was it at the Garden, man? I was in that front row, like happy for all you guys.
Oh yeah, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I knew I was getting a ticket for the show, and I'm like, oh Jesus, front row. That's embarrassing.
It was wild. Like the week before, we did the Wells Fargo where the 76ers played.
Sure,
kind
Philly.
of just and it was amazing. And it's still the Garden was just the Garden. It was just insane.
It's the fact that I'm surprised he didn't do unless he plans on doing it in Boston, because he could definitely sell that one. The where the Celtics play.
Yeah, the Fleet Center. No, it was wild, man. Like to just go out there and
how many people?
Just see,
I think
they said that they sold 13.6, but then they started packing in more. And I think by the time it was everybody was in, I think there was over 14,000 people in there.
He could have done it in the round if he wanted to. I mean, maybe he didn't want to, like his Dane did it in the round, but Bill probably just didn't want to. Maybe he likes the, straight ahead.
He mentioned something about the round when he first got the gig, and then all of a sudden it just wasn't. It was the stage, but it was amazing.
Being a New York guy, I mean, what were you thinking as you're walking out there for the first time?
I'm a diehard Knicks fan. Patrick Ewing and all these moments of disappointment. So I was hoping not to have that happen, but man, it was just insane. The only thing that annoyed me was I told Bill, I was like, listen, if you want me on the Garden gig, just tell me a week before. And he fucking called me in July, and I just had it hanging over my head. So even when I'm traveling, I'm just knowing that date's coming. And the worst was friends going, the Garden, huh? Dude, I'm scared for you. I'm nervous for you. That's huge. Are you nervous? And I was like, dude, shut the I know the moment.
Yeah, let me pay.
But, for 3 months of that shit, and then just getting out there, though, was just wild to see all those people.
That's awesome.
Did it mess your timing up at all to hear, because it's different than a small room, to hear the laugh echoing in the back and then coming back?
Yeah, it was a little longer. Like a theater is like just a quick delay. This was like, I said something and it took like a little second. I was like, okay, yeah, they got it. I'm not bombing.
Right.
No, your stuff is really fun.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm very happy for you guys.
Appreciate it.
Yes. I want to plug his album too. Sorry. It's his first album is called Night at the Stand. It's available on iTunes, Bandcamp, Google, Amazon, Spotify, anywhere you can get. I would say go to the other ones where you have to buy it. Spotify, it's free. You don't want to hear it for free. Just go out and support the guy. And the podcast is The Virzi Effect, which is on iTunes and All Thing Comedy.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. So have a good day. And
all right.
It's good seeing you. No, we're talking about this Missouri thing, obviously, and how they're really mad that their attention went away because of the Paris shootings.
That's fucking despicable.
They really are embarrassing themselves.
It's ridiculous.
And they went to Twitter with this, and there's articles all over the place. I cannot believe you can't see outside yourself and realize, wait a minute, this sucks for us, but, of course they're going to put all their attention on the Paris thing and what this means for the world.
Yeah, the fact that people are tweeting that they're losing attention because of it, like people were in a concert hall, like over 100. You can't even. It's not even close to compare.
No,
it's fucking awful, man.
I don't know, because when you think of campus life today, it can be very difficult. And these young students, God love them, fighting the good fight, bravely protesting in a place where there's zero danger of anything bad happening.
Exactly.
I when this whole thing hit, over the weekend, I was watching Brian Williams on MSNBC. He is really good at this. But the whole time I'm thinking, what is he lying about? It's tough for credibility. But he's sitting in there and he is very good at breaking news.
Yeah.
But it's always in the back of your head.
He just looks like a fucking phony, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's annoying.
I enjoyed his coverage. I really did.
He's a very competent broadcaster.
Yes.
And he really is.
I was watching him more than anybody. I did at least an hour or two with Brian Williams, but in the back of my head, I'm like, man, it sucks for you.
He's annoyed you so much.
Because you're really good at this. You got a quick clip?
Yeah. He was filling time. This was after 1:30 in the morning.
Okay.
What happened in Paris?
Thank you very much. Laura has been updating us all evening long. Laura Heim, for these... I wish we didn't have to report these figures of dead and wounded. For music fans who are following this as well, because after all, this is an American band we're talking about that was giving the sold-out concert tonight. The Deftones were also in Paris to perform tomorrow evening. We assume that will be canceled. They're all accounted for, and
Why wouldn't the Deftones be accounted for?
Was anyone asking about the Deftones?
Why are you just naming bands who are alive?
There were a lot of bands in Paris over the weekend.
Yes, the original lineup from Kiss was nowhere to be found. Peter Criss was in New Jersey. Everything's okay. Stop just naming fucking musicians.
I enjoy a couple Deftones songs, but it didn't cross my mind that they might be in danger.
Yeah.
He's just keeping tabs on people.
Yes, that woman Johnny Depp used to fuck is alive and well. Vanessa something. We don't have her name in front of us.
Wasn't U2 in France, too?
Yeah, at one point, every band has played Paris.
I don't know why I had announced the Deftones are okay.
Yeah, it's really, really irritating.
Was it ever in doubt?
He did it a couple other times.
Oh, good.
With the Deftones?
No, with other people.
Like,
good.
Who else? Oh, you got another one.
Madonna's totally okay. We've talked to her. She's currently boring people with a 45-minute speech.
Just so she could play
fucking...
in there to take control of the situation
Brian?
from among prominent Americans in Paris right now, we should add. Al Gore, he is doing a kind of telethon broadcast.
Absolutely, and Al has talked through this entire thing and still doesn't know anything's happening because he's so wrapped up in his own fucking boring agenda. We're tired of Al.
To next week's climate summit. Former New York Mayor Mike Bloomberg was there for that earlier today.
Defending his sexual choices. Holy shit.
No surprise he'd be in Paris.
Yes, why wouldn't he be? You know, he was named after him. You know.
He enjoys.
We are going to assume that all are safe and accounted
Let's
for.
not assume that, bro. Let's assume that Bloomberg is dead. You fucking idiots. Of course you're going to assume he's okay.
All right.
And the Weather Channel was there tonight with former Vice President Al Gore, who is fine, is safe, and...
what did Al talk about? Well, he was discussing being jerked off in a hotel in Portland. Remember when Al got in trouble? Naughty. My chakras need massaging. I love Al Gore now.
I forgot about that story.
I didn't even hear about that.
Oh, years ago. Yeah. There was a whole...
Did we do that one?
Oh, yeah. Of course we did. I've been in that hotel. I believe it was...
Why has that been brushed under the old carpet?
It hasn't been.
I barely remember that one.
I just have a memory for people who are busted or trying to get jerked off.
Yeah.
That just stands out for me the way other stories stand out for other people.
Oh, that's...
release his second chakra. Yeah, he wanted to...
5 years ago. Release his second chakra.
It's alleged.
Where's the second chakra located?
I'm guessing...
Is that like your taint area?
I'm guessing it's not a forehead thing. Yeah, I'm guessing that's between your dickhead and asshole somewhere. All encompassing.
Somewhere in this area?
Yeah.
Is it the upper thigh?
Here's all you need to know about this story. The masseuse's complaint is 73 pages long.
Oh, my gosh. She had a lot to say.
Wow. That's a wordy woman.
Wow. I do remember this now.
73 pages.
The police report of the masseuse's complaint is 73 pages long and extremely detailed. Ooh. God. According to the document, she got a call from the front desk of the trendy Hotel Lucia?
I think
Lucia, maybe? On the night of October 24, 2006. The hotel had a special guest. Could she come at 10:30 p.m.? Give me some of the details of this again. It's been a while.
Let's see. She brought her folding massage table to his room. Mm-hmm. He greeted her with a warm embrace, and she says the hug went on a bit long, and she was taken aback by it.
Oh, no, he's probably all fat with a robe.
Oh, wow.
Big fat gut with that dumb robe. He looks like Rodney would walk around after a gig, just all out of shape, giving her a hug.
Do you think he had a turgid penis?
Not at that moment.
Trying to push up against her just slightly?
No, but he probably whispered in her ear, "I'm so happy you came." That fucking creepy, non-charismatic Clinton drawl he has.
Two more massage therapists came forward after that story.
Oh, no.
One, according to the Inquirer, at a luxury hotel in Beverly Hills, the therapist claimed that when they were alone, Gore shrugged off a towel and stood naked in front of her. He then propositioned her for a sexual act, according to the Inquirer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, stop your belly aching. He's the vice president.
Let's go back to the Lucia Hotel, though. Let's go back in time here.
He was tired from travel and described in detail the massage he wanted, including work. It included work on the adductor muscles, which are on the inside of the thighs. And the masseuse
Well, make sure adductor muscles... tired.
You're traveling.
Yeah, are you doing leg exercise in the gym? To be very honest, that's what convinced me that they were telling the truth. no massage therapist would make up that a guy asked for adductor work. That's just something you say when you're a creep and you're trying to get her to put her hand by your dick.
What muscle is it? Way up high?
Way up on the inner thigh, yeah.
Okay.
It's near your chakra, as you should know.
The adductor muscles, all right.
Yes, and the masseuse said, I mentally noted that a request for adductor work is a bit unusual. It can be a precursor to inappropriate behavior by a male client.
Especially from the...
So they're on, they're on to that. They're on to that. So Al Gore's thinking, look, I'll just ask to have my adductor muscles worked on, and no one will think twice about it.
He thinks he's being slick and clever and technical, and she's like, I know this is a piece of shit move, especially when it's asked for by the guy who used to be the second most powerful man on earth.
And some said the election.
Yeah.
Yep. He requested work on his abdomen, and when that began, quote, he became somewhat vocal with muffled moans, etc. Gore then, quote, demanded that I go lower.
Yeah, boy, have I been there. Oh, do I get it.
And then, according to the complaint, when she remained focused on a safe, non-sexual area, Gore grew angry, becoming verbally sharp and loud.
Wow.
I grabbed her right hand, shoved it down under the sheet to his pubic hair area, my fingers brushing against his penis, she recalled, and said to me, there, in a very sharp, loud, angry-sounding tone.
He tried the seductive word, but when that didn't work, he's like, not my stomach, dummy, the head of my dick. Rub it.
Now. When she pulled back, Gore angrily raged and bellowed at her. Then abruptly, the former vice president changed tone. It was as though he had very suddenly switched personality, she recalled, and began in a pleading tone, pleading for release of his second chakra there.
Oh, God, do I get it. Oh, my God. That's how it goes. You get mad. That doesn't work. You try the smooth, soft routine, and then you worry about your reputation at the end of it. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm Al Gore.
Why didn't you just go get a Yankee cranky, though?
This is more fun. He can just fuck girls if he wants to. This is the seductive part. I get it. That's why he likes it.
Why, hoping to turn him or something?
Yeah.
Oh, like he wants to like egg it on to make it
happen. Yeah, I think so. That's I get it.
Because he could get a hooker. And...
Sure.
Because I'm Al Gore. Damn it.
Yeah.
Ew, just him moaning lower.
Yeah.
Lower.
Yeah. Not as bad as Travolta pushing his asshole back.
That was a good one, too. We love a good masseuse story on this show.
My favorite thing about the Travolta one is they said that the masseuse said that Travolta just goes, like when he asked for the guy to jerk him off, he goes, come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like...
we're just broing out, man.
Come on, dude. Come on, quit jerk. What are we,
He quit all the sexual stuff and just got down to like the way one guy convinces another guy to do something. Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, come on, dude. You've seen Pulp Fiction. Come on.
My favorite Travolta story, it's not even that great, is him just at the gym late night. And that guy had to take a picture and just assume all sorts of shit. Why Travolta was at the gym at 1 in the morning, whatever it was. You saw that. Yeah, here's the picture.
3 o'clock.
Oh, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the headline is...
It was Steve Carell.
The headline is, what was John Travolta doing in that gym at 3 a.m.? I mean, I would assume if you're John Travolta, that would be a good time to work out, no? Less people at the gym.
That's a wigless Travolta, too.
And he's all thumbs up and taking a selfie with this guy who is very suspicious. It has been nearly... where's the good stuff in this one as we're... They're trying to say he was there because he was like fucking looking for some action. And then Travolta said, go up a little bit. Travolta said, I work out for my health as you get older. If you have kids that are young, I mean, my son's 4 and my daughter's 14. I should be really a grandfather, but I'm a father, John told Access at the Living Legend, blah, blah, blah. They still want me to play with them at the level of a much younger man. So in order to stay healthy for them, that's what I do. I go to the gym at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, all old men do that. They go to the gym at 3 a.m. to stay healthy.
Here's what the man said, this Justin Jones, who ran into John Travolta at 3 a.m. at the gym. I was completely aware of what was happening, said Justin. He just walks right up to me and introduces himself. Hi, I'm John. When asked if he thought John was sizing him up, Justin said, I understood what was happening when it was happening. It was in his body language. It didn't make me uncomfortable, but I noticed it.
Yeah, Justin's probably telling the truth. That sounds truthful.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I don't like Travolta's explanation. I got a grand. You're talking too much. Oh, you're telling me everything, but you're not saying nothing. Ow, ow. How about this? I'm really famous, and it's hard for me to work out in the regular gym because people bother me.
Yeah.
So I prefer just to go when it's late.
Where were we? Oh, Brian Williams? Yeah. Just making sure all the celebrities are safe?
Oh, we were listening to the celebrity list, yes.
Deftones
and Al Gore.
And Al Gore's okay.
And Geraldo, his daughter was safe. That was good.
It's scary as all hell, obviously. And how do you guys do a show? That's what I was thinking, because everything went down on Saturday, more or less, Friday night into Saturday, and then you guys have to be funny on stage.
Yeah, well, something happened on stage, which I do a joke about, because I have 2 kids. I have a 6-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter, and I just kind of talk about all this bad news and shit. I can't really care about it as much, but, I kind of went into that a little bit, and I noticed some people were like, whoa, and I kind of was realizing, holy shit, I can't really say I don't care about what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to shift gears because it happened right then, and people were really sensitive about it. So I was thinking about that, too. Then I was like, shit, should I, move directions here? Because it was definitely, you could feel it.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Well, Bill Burr has a whole bit on, a plane crash. I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, anything like that night, people were kind of like, holy shit, where's he going to go?
Yeah.
Because it was just so fresh and new.
Bill was hilarious. He crushed it, but I noticed his set's a bit darker these days.
Oh, yeah. He's
got a darker set right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to open for him for the last couple of hours that he's done, and yeah, watching him change and like his moods and getting dark and stuff and just yelling and the angst.
He's going dark right now.
Yeah.
Has a whole bit on Hitler and Stalin.
Yeah.
Wow. And then making fun of the block. Whatever. Now I'm just repeating his shit. He was great. And, you don't have a chance to see Bill Burr. That was his last show for a while. He's taking a break.
Some time.
I think that's it for the year.
That's a good one to end on, too.
Yeah, you
take a nice month off, eat, relax.
Yeah.
And chill out. SNL did a fine opening for the Paris thing. Yes, we have that as well here.
Paris is the city of light. And here in New York City, we know that light will never go out. Our love and support is with everyone there tonight. We stand with you. Paris, c'est la ville lumière. Ici à New York City, nous savons que cette lumière ne s'éteindra jamais. On vous envoie tout notre amour et soutien ce soir. Nous sommes de tout cœur avec vous. And now, live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Is that a secret message, or was she just saying the same stuff?
Yeah, that was nice that they did that.
I don't know if you need a comedy show. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get
you gotta
it.
address it.
It's live. You want to feel relevant, like we were all thinking the same thing. But I don't know if you go right from live from New York to Saturday.
Yeah.
Couldn't you use a different opener?
You gotta acknowledge it, I guess. Of course, you gotta acknowledge it. The best one was after 9/11 with Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Can we be funny, whatever.
And he goes, "Why start now?"
Yeah,
that was good.
That was a great way to start that whole process of healing and laughing again.
Did they do live from New York then? Maybe they have to every show.
Yeah, I believe they.
No, I think they did. Yeah.
Do they ever not do live from New York? That's the question.
Last week when Larry David played Bernie Sanders,
he
did the whole thing, and then he goes, "And live from New York," and he goes, you get it.
Oh, right,
so he cut it in half, and he just let it go. That was the first time I've ever seen them do it like that, too.
So that might be your answer right there. That might have been the first official time that it didn't go all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch there's probably a blog about it. The 65 times they didn't say. I'm sure somebody has written about it. Who is that right there?
She's one of the cast members.
Cecily Strong.
Yeah, I forget her name.
Oh.
She does a very good job. They got a pretty good cast on that show right now.
They probably asked if she speaks French, and she said yes.
Yes,
I do not. I took 2 years of it. Like if Lauren had said to me, "Does anybody speak French?" I'd probably be like, "Yeah, I took 2 years just to get Lauren to talk to me." Then he would have said, "We need you to do something in the opening." I'd be like, "I can't. I didn't do well, Lauren." Terrible.
I was so bad at Spanish that I decided I should do another language. So I was learning Spanish and French at the same time. And boy, did that not go well.
No, I'm sure it didn't. No, English is a struggle. I'm sure those two didn't fucking
I was bad at Spanish, too, in school. I was just, I was like, I'm done.
That's a practical one to learn, though.
I got all the way up to the 6 years of Spanish, where the final year, the whole class was in Spanish. Boy, was I lost. She did not speak English the entire semester or the entire year, however that works.
Did you get it good at all, or no, ever?
No, I passed with like a 65. I think she was. I think she felt bad for me and was like, "All right, you did 6 years of this. I'll just pass you."
Yeah,
whatever. It was horrible. I had to have a tutor and everything just to try to get through it. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, the year before they were still speaking English, And then the 6th year, I walk in the classroom, and it's like, she goes right off, and I'm like, okay, that's funny. And then she never stopped. I don't even know. I don't know what she sounds like in English, because it just never happened.
That was if you don't get it by this point, you're never going to get it year. That's probably why they're doing it. They're like, this weeds out
just
all
weed out the people that, they'll never get it.
Get out. It's not meant for you to speak this language. You're stupid.
I enjoyed it for a little while, but then, at that point, I'm like, oh, forget this. This is stupid. What is this?
This was the clip from inside of the stadium, soccer stadium, where you could hear the explosion.
Yeah, I'm confused by this. I've seen this clip many times. Did they complete the whole game?
Yeah.
Wait, after the suicide bomber? Or
they didn't know what. I mean,
it was outside.
It was outside.
So I guess they
the guy had tried to get inside.
I guess they didn't want to freak people out, but you would think the word would get around. Like some guy just blew himself up outside the stadium.
With everybody have phones and stuff. Somebody
sure. But I was confused. I thought they pretty much stopped the game like a minute after this, but they played it all the way to the end?
Let's see. Hold on.
He tried to get in and they frisked him. Did he kill anybody outside, or did he just blow himself up?
I don't know what the I think I think there were some victims outside the stadium. Probably not as many as he was hoping. If you're gonna blow up your body, I would assume you really want to take out a lot of people with you.
2 explosions were heard inside the stadium during the soccer game. One of the attackers tried to enter 15 minutes after the game started.
The security guard said he was aware of the situation. Do they know other attacks were going on? And maybe they said to block people from going in to look suspicious. And he backed away and then detonated the explosives that were worn on his vest. So maybe he didn't kill anybody, but maybe he just killed himself.
Right.
Yeah. And then another one, a second one outside the stadium, and a third person blew himself up at a nearby McDonald's. Jesus.
I saw footage of a guy who blew himself up but was still alive. Oof. He's cut in half. Oh. And he's a real fucking mess. And he's just obviously in shock. He's just like, his mouth is moving and nothing's coming out. And you hate him and you feel bad for him in the same moment. Like, oh, what a piece of shit. Because he tried to blow up a market, or he blew up a market.
But you really feel bad for him as well.
In that moment,
just on some weird human level.
Anytime you just see a person in that shape, you're like, oh.
You don't know his backstory. You just feel.
Yeah, you just see a guy who's trying to talk and his body's blown in half.
Wow. Yes. Here's the explosion. Most people have heard this by now.
This.
You haven't seen it?
No.
We have the best computer system.
Well, we're getting it taken care of, right? They're updating all this?
Yeah.
Wow, was that loud?
Yeah, that was loud.
That's fucking loud, man.
Yeah. And then they were singing on the way out of the stadium.
The guy just kicked the ball like he knew something.
They might have thought it was part of the,
they're definitely thinking it's part of some kind of part of the game in some weird way. Absolutely, because they're still playing. They stop for like a split second, and then they just continue playing soccer. Man.
Wow. I wonder where he was supposed to be seated. Like, where was his ticket? There's somebody who probably has no idea that cocksucker was seated right in front of you.
Yeah, that's fuck.
Well, the president was there.
Yes.
Was he?
Yeah. They got him out
immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they would probably.
They probably figured, look, let's just keep this thing going.
And there's also video from inside the concert hall.
Yeah, I've seen that, the shooting stars.
Yeah.
I had to watch it a couple of times because I literally didn't know if it was, it sounded like it was almost drumming when you listen to it, and then you realize, oh, it's shooting.
And they immediately know something's wrong.
Yep. Excuse me.
And then they thought that during one of the, hold on a second, that during one of the tributes yesterday, they thought that they were under attack when they weren't, and people just lost their minds again.
Why do they think they were under attack? I didn't see this video.
It sounds like you hear gunshots in
there. God, let me see this. I didn't see this.
They're all standing around.
Video not found.
Now it's found.
Oh, God, are you kidding me? I didn't see this yet. We'll tweet this out.
There's one guy just standing there. Somebody slips in the tribute. Oh, you asshole.
They're basically saying, fuck the tribute.
By the way,
out of here.
Who is coolest fucking customer on the block? There's one guy standing there not moving. Watch. Is there a guy just standing there?
God,
look at this bald guy. Watch him. He doesn't fucking move.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Clumsy. Watch Clumsy slip on the tribute.
Took out half the candles.
You run around it, you selfish asshole. And Mr. Cool is fucking cool as a cucumber.
What about the guy who's standing there with the video camera just shooting all this? How come that guy didn't run?
Didn't France send jets? They sent jets,
Oh,
right?
boy, did they.
Oh,
They
right away.
Yes, France launched massive airstrikes on ISIS in Syria following terrorist attacks that killed over 125. In Paris, police let us. Yeah, and people are saying pray for Syria. They don't think, that's how you solve this issue, by bombing them back.
So when the bombing took place and all the terror stuff happened, that night I was watching a repeat of Family Guy.
Yeah.
And it was the one where Peter accidentally joined a terrorist sleeper cell. And it's all like Islamic guys, and then they blow up a bridge right there. You sort of think, someone should have caught that and made a last-minute switch.
Yeah,
but it just happened like a few hours before, and you don't know how big this story is.
But what does that do to you if you see something like that? Obviously, you could separate the two. The Paris attack thing is brutal, absolutely brutal. And then Family Guy just happens to have that episode on, and everyone people will be up in arms that they showed that.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's up in arms, but when I was watching it, it's hard to kind of laugh at it when 3 hours before is this big.
Yeah, sure.
What happened on Family Guy?
It was
Peter joins a sleeper cell.
An Islamic terrorist.
It's a coincidence.
Cell. It was
obviously.
a coincidence.
But I could separate the two. I would probably still laugh at the Family Guy episode.
It was funny, but like when they're blowing up the bridge at the end, you're kind of like, oh.
This is one of those things where it's a bad time. It happens in life.
Timing, exactly.
You can't avoid it.
Right. I don't know if that sends people over the top, though, when that shit happens.
No, but as a comedy, you probably want people to laugh at it, too.
Right.
You want people to enjoy this and see the silliness of it.
If they knew ahead of time, they probably would have switched out the episode. Maybe it was too late for whatever reason. And, wow, that video of the tribute, I didn't see that.
No.
yet.
One guy slipping on the flowers really annoyed me. Mr. I give up on paying tribute. Let's get the fudge out of here.
And we're supposed to laugh at that, right?
You almost feel guilty. Laughter's a natural reaction. When I see a man slip on flowers when there's really nothing happening, I'm sorry. I laugh.
You feel guilty, but it's kind of funny. He takes out all the candles because he's like, fuck this tribute. I'm out of here.
No, because I love the one guy not moving. There's a guy who's not, one of those bald guys is not playing games. He's just standing there going, whatever.
But maybe he knew exactly what the sound was.
But still, if everybody's running, you might think they know something I don't know. I got to get out of here.
I don't know. I think he's the smart one of them.
But if you're standing there and everybody's running, would you stay or would you be like, whatever, I got to get the fuck out of here too?
I don't know, but tell us with your calls. What would you do in that moment?
You could win a t-shirt.
Yeah, at that point you're running. I mean, that's obvious.
I think you are.
But maybe the guy he just knew what it was. Can I see one more time? Oh,
I didn't hear.
We tweeted this out, Opie and Jimmy on Twitter. That guy just walks across the whole thing and then, oh, God.
It's hard not to laugh at the guy that slips. I mean, I'm not trying to be
anybody who slips on a tribute, I laugh at. I'm sorry. He fucking slipped on a tribute. And there was nothing happening. That's what makes it funny, is the fact that if that was the middle of a regular attack, you'd go, I get it. That's
yes.
But it was a false alarm, and he slipped on the tribute. I mean, come on.
Knowing that it's a false alarm helps the laughter.
And that one guy, I'm fascinated with that one guy who didn't move.
No. I would love to know his story. That's a huge tribute, man.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing more of these.
That's brutal that they just started screaming and running like that.
God.
I didn't hear the sound that set them off.
I didn't hear it either.
I had heard that they thought there were gunshots in the distance.
Yeah, it was kind of weird going to Madison Square Garden to see Bill Burr. But then I'm like, it's the safest time to go to Madison Square Garden.
And I assume
because everyone's on high alert here in New York. Oh, security all over the fucking place.
Yeah, it was scary because the festival week, and there were so many theaters packed, and there was so much stuff going on. It made you think about like, wow.
I was backstage. Bill Burr has a lot of friends, and we're all in the hallway. There's probably 100 people in the hallway, and I'm like, I was there just to say, good set to Bill. I saw you, and I saw DeRosa, and then a guy goes, "All right, everyone, follow me," and I fucking bought into this stupid thing, and I've been backstage enough to know there were too many people in the hallway. So a guy's like, "Follow me to the press room," and then he walks us through the corridors of Madison Square Garden to this empty, shitty room where nothing is set up. It's just a room, And then we're all hanging out in there wondering, I guess everyone else is going to follow us into this room. And Bill Burr himself, and I'll be able to give him a quick hug and say, nice set and get out of here. Yeah. And after 10 or 15 minutes, the guy's like, all right, you guys could all go home. They just wanted to clear the hallway, and they knew there would be a bunch of us dummies that would follow him.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just text Bill?
I didn't want to bother him. It was, I'm not that guy.
No, I texted Russell when I was back there to see him. They're having me wait outside, and I'm like, I'm outside. And he said, I got to come on and get me.
No, I text Bill enough, and I did, tell him great set and all that. It was fine. We just went backstage, and then I know this. It's an old gag.
Yeah, they just wanted to get everybody out of that hallway.
Yeah, there were too many people, and I followed this idiot. And then we stood around, like 20 of us, like idiots.
Did you stay for a while, or did you?
A little while, and then like, all right. And then they, like, follow us to the exit. So now I can't even go back to my original area I was standing in, which was outside Bill Burr's dressing room. So the next thing you know, I'm outside
Madison Square Garden. Have a good night.
Did I really just buy into that? Whatever. We're going to break? Yeah? What? No, he's not.
By the way, people panicked. People panicked in that shot because apparently firecrackers were let off.
So, who lets off firecrackers?
Why are they doing that? Was someone just being an asshole? It's not the time to light firecrackers.
No, that's not the time.
No, they were just doing that to be dicks.
Man, that's a crazy video. It is understood the stampede was caused by the sound of firecrackers being let off. All right.
They should find whoever did that and just kick the shit out of them. That's ridiculous. It's the worst time to ever.
It's a very bad time to light firecrackers off.
The worst.
The worst time is when you're getting blown. That'd be the worst time to light firecrackers off. Throw them in your room. She might panic.
I hate firecrackers. Who likes firecrackers? Wait, over 12 years old.
It said, I defy you to find a more entertaining video of a person blowing off their nipple with fireworks than this.
Unrelated to the France story.
Yeah, it's a guy actually putting it.
Why is this happening?
Oh, don't.
How old is this fucking, this person, what a great head of hair. Oh, she's the Asian Pete Rose. Jesus. Pete Lowe's.
It almost looks like a wig. That's incredible.
That's great. His hair like fucking every girl I wanted to fuck in 1965. Holy shit, it's Nancy Sinatra.
He could be 12 or 30. Yeah. I don't know.
I cannot tell how old this person is or what gender. These boots were made for walking. Wow, what a fucking great head of hair.
What's the story behind this video?
You'll see it.
Okay.
The guy screwing around making.
지금 저에겐 페트병이 준비되어 있습니다. 이 페트병은 제가 이렇게
He makes these
밑바닥을
cones.
지금 잘라놓은 상태고요.
Hold on, let me translate for people. Yeah. I'm going to put something on my nipple and shoot a firework. That's what he's saying.
Yes, that's exactly it.
He cut the bottom of a water bottle off, it looks like.
Puts it over his nipple.
폭죽을 넣어서 젖꼭지를 향해 폭죽을 터뜨릴 겁니다.
And he's putting the ends of like a, what is it?
폭죽 15발짜리가 두 개가
He has them over both nipples. He's telling people how to jerk off to this.
Right.
Wow.
Oh no, dude.
I don't.
It's lighting some kind of
like a Roman candle.
Roman candle thing.
Oh, he's aiming them at his nipples. He's aiming them at his nipples. Oh my God, this guy's awesome. He aimed them at his nipples. Why don't you take that off while that's happening?
Oh my God.
And he's just shooting stuff. Wow.
He's moving his feet.
This guy's, he's the greatest.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's Cosmo. That's Cosmo.
I don't even. What the hell?
I love how he was screaming
trying
before
to
it
do?
happened. Just anticipating.
He hollowed out the water bottles, put the bottom of those on his nipples, and then he put Roman candles into the water bottle.
Yeah, you got to hear
was
fucking
shooting it at his own nipples and realized that was a bad idea. Then pulled out the Roman candles, and now they're firing all over the room he's in.
Sister Christian should be playing behind that. That's what you need.
Yeah. We just tweeted that one as well. What the hell? That is nuts. That's a good video.
Yeah, boy, is he really talking a lot. I don't understand a word he's saying.
No.
You don't need to.
No. That is funny. It's Bobby Lee.
I guess he's holding them and they're firing at the floor. Just like Yosemite Sam. Hi, varmint.
Oh my God.
That guy's awesome. That guy rules. What a fun guy.
Do we know the backstory of that?
I don't know. I'd love to know him, though.
Yeah, he's terrific.
Yeah, not an ounce of fat on him. He's in good shape.
I don't know what he was trying to do. I don't get it. Was he trying to hurt himself? He's going for a viral video.
Yes.
Oh, he got it.
He got it. He certainly got it.
Which screaming was better? That or the guy getting pinned by the car?
Getting hit by the car in the garage.
That video fucking makes me happy.
I didn't see that.
I'm trying to find this one.
What?
No, I didn't see that.
You have the audio queued up. I don't know if you...
What?
E-Rock loaded it up.
Oh.
But I'll get the video while you do that.
Yeah, no, you got to get the video for Paul. Paul Virzi in studio.
He got hit by that car?
You'll see.
Yeah. You haven't seen this video yet?
No, I didn't see it.
Although the fireworks one is right up there now. I don't know which one I like better. It's a guy, a car's being pulled into, a work area or whatever, and you got the guy with a clipboard just waiting for the car to come in, and then this fellow employee revs the engine and takes him out. You haven't seen this?
No.
And he slams his head on the hood of the car.
There we go.
All right. We've seen this thing probably 20 to 30 times on the show.
Another good head of hair.
So he's just getting the car in to the garage to get some work done.
Don't do that.
Oh my God. It's like a newborn crying.
Like Jimmy pointed out last week, the guy panics and is revving the engine.
Can you imagine if he had gone forward? Not he would have taken that guy's legs off.
Oh, yeah, he would have.
Fucking panicking idiot.
And then this guy who also works at the garage comes in from the right side, and he's not even bothered by
calmly
of this guy screaming, laying on the floor in pain. He just like, and then walks away. We'll retweet that out too for the people. Most have seen it at this point.
Yes.
But. All right, Paul Virzi, what are you promoting, buddy?
This weekend I'll be headlining the Comedy Connection in Providence, Rhode Island, and yeah, my album's doing well. Night at the Stand. You can get it on iTunes, Amazon, all that stuff. So yeah, pick that up and go to paulvirzi.com and follow me on Twitter at Paul Virzi. That's Virzi.
I heard you're friends with Pete Davidson, but Pete never showed up.
Oh yeah, really good friends with Pete, man. I love Pete.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be here.
Yeah,
today's Pete's birthday, right?
He wanted to come in for his birthday, so we said, "Sure, Pete, come on in."
Oh, I'll bet Pete tipped a few back for his birthday last night, and he's suffering this morning.
Think that's what's going on there?
I hope right now he's shitting blood. I hope right now Pete is on his hands and he's vomiting and shitting onto the back of his calves.
So he has a shitty birthday?
A bloody shit onto his calves. He drank so much.
Nothing better than having a shitty birthday because you started early. Started the day before.
I hear he's a few blocks away.
He's a few blocks away. All right, so we'll get Pete Davidson in here next. We're going to step aside, stay there.
I have to plug.
Jimmy, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I got gigs. Jacksonville this coming weekend. I'm doing the Comedy Zone, and then San Francisco is in a few weeks, and then New Year's Eve I'm going to be actually at the Connection in Rhode Island. Go to JimNorton.com. I got Alabama, Arizona, fucking Kentucky, all the big hot spots, and then casinos, Vegas. It's all on sale, so please go.
All right.
This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Just bit my tongue at the end of that read. Fuck. Paul Virzi in studio. Pete Davidson a block away for the last half hour, according to Roland. So Pete should be in here to celebrate his 22nd birthday. He's only 22 years old. That's crazy. How long have you known him?
I've known Pete since he was 16.
Right.
Yeah, and I remember I put him on my podcast when he was 18, and people were like, "Who's that young kid on your podcast?" And I was like, "He's a good kid, man." Yeah, I love Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he returned the favor yet?
No.
Of course
No,
not.
no.
Of course not. We also have Andy Cohen coming in today. Do you watch The Housewives?
You know, I sometimes, but not, you know.
I'm a fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am. Is that all right?
Yeah, hey.
Well, I'm a fan of The Housewives. The shows are great. They
It's just- but yeah, but
they
it's
just
just
sit around
fighting.
drinking white wine and yelling, screaming at
It's
each other.
just, all it is just people fighting.
Yeah, it's great. It really is a terrific show.
And then Andy
I don't
Cohen
watch
does
all
a
of them.
recap of the fights.
Yeah, then he has that What Happens Live show, which is okay.
That show beats Conan in the ratings.
I know.
It beats like a lot of the late night
Does it
shows in
really?
the ratings.
Yes, he kicks ass with that
he's
show.
a very innovative guy.
Yeah.
He's the creator of Housewives. And,
Which one do you watch the most?
New Jersey
Okay.
with the Judices.
What did you say? Yeah, I don't
Wait,
like the
didn't that
way...
guy go to jail?
The Judices.
That's a big role with the Jews playing gay Vegas. I fucked up. Chip got too eager.
Some say the Judices or the Judices. I don't know.
Yeah.
With Teresa, who's in jail, getting out soon.
Yep.
And then her husband goes in.
Oh, he goes in after she...
Yeah, yeah. He was a naughty, naughty boy. And they both got caught. She had to do, I think, a year.
What's he doing?
And about 5 or 6.
Yeah, and
the judge said, look, man, we can't leave the kids with no parents, so you go first. So she went in first, and then when she gets out, he goes in. And then he might be deported after that back to Italy.
Yeah, he doesn't have... Everyone else in his family, they're all citizens except for him. And he... besides all the tax problems and everything, he lost his license, I think, for a DUI, and then using his brother's ID, tried to get another license.
Yeah. So now he drives a bike.
It's amazing.
Not drives, rides a
Rides
bike to the train station so he could come into the city and
Drives a bike?
I corrected myself.
No, I was thinking Brides a Dyke. Honeymooners? You private dust.
He's doing 41 months. When she's done, she's gonna get out right around now. Actually,
right
really
before
soon.
Christmas, I think.
Right before Christmas, and then he goes in for 41 months. Yeah. So, what else about Andy?
He's got a channel.
Yeah. What is it? Andy?
Radio Andy.
Radio Andy. What does he do on there? Pop culture.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
very big guests.
What kind of guests does he? We get big guests.
Whoever he wants. No, he gets bigger ones. He much bigger. They feel comfortable with him. He's had Oprah on his talk show, Meryl Streep. He gets people that typically don't do talk shows. Like, Lady Gaga. He gets really good ones.
Did you know that he was...
Who the fuck is still chewing pen? Whoever is chewing these fucking pens, I hope there's fucking AIDS on the tip of it. I'm sick of it.
Here's one.
Disgusting.
This one's chewed. The Sharpie I got.
No,
in
this
front of
one's-
me.
Holy shit, fucking nervous people. The fucking pen out of your mouth. Fucking creeps.
Is it your pet peeve?
It
People
makes
that
me
chew on
fucking
pens?
sick.
Yeah, but
how
that's
many
not-
times we have to? I've been screaming about this literally for years, and people just still can't stop with their fucking nervous little habit. Get it out of your mouth or put it in your pocket when you're done and keep it.
But that's what you do when you're in between, like,
No, you don't.
thinking of stuff.
No, you
like,
don't.
What's
No.
the next line here? And you're
It's fucking
chewing away,
disgusting.
chewing away.
I click them. I do the clicking
Exactly.
thing, but I don't bite them.
No, I don't either. 'Cause other people's fucking dirty hands are on this.
Yeah.
Yes, and I know the irony of me complaining about where somebody puts their mouth.
Wow.
Believe me, I do understand. I lose in that category every time. But, the point is, it's still gross. I fucking hate it. Fucking nervous. Just chew this, I think.
Just gnawing on a pen. Is Andy coming in? I see action in the studio. Everyone's being moved around.
I'm just getting ready for...
Yes, by getting ready, Justin means he's kneeling and opening his mouth.
I would assume that Andy Cohen's going to be on time. I bet you he's that type of guy,
Yeah,
right?
he goes live every night on TV. He's probably very good at being on time.
You know that he worked at CBS News.
He worked with Dan Rather.
He worked with Dan Rather. I saw Dan Rather is ripping off comedians in cars getting coffee. I noticed.
What's he doing?
You hang around, you sit around and drink bourbon with Dan Rather.
Really?
And the open is very similar to Jerry's, where they show the coffee being made and stuff. But in this case, it's showing like the bar and drinks being poured.
It's called comedians getting tanked with the fired guy.
And they didn't hide Dan Rather's drinking in that movie we saw.
No.
They did not hide it. I meant to ask Dan Rather, how bad of a drinking problem do you have, when he was in here, but I forgot.
His interview show is very good. He did a great job with Gene Simmons, who Gene just gives, he gives kind of like fun, it's the direct ripoff of the Seinfeld, very snarky interviews, but rather, got a really serious interview out of Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Really great. If you can, Drinking with Jan, that's funny. This is not the one. I was thinking about
Drinking
the one
with Dan, yeah.
he had the one on Mark Cuban's channel.
Oh, Axis?
Yeah.
This is
okay.
I think it's a Mashable thing he's doing, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So he sits down and they drink together.
That's great. Drinking with Dan.
Awesome.
Drinking with Dan, and he's got some bourbon.
We're following them in today's edition.
I hope Mel Gibson gets a show like this. I'd much rather fucking watch Mel Gibson talk that. So
It's always the wrong person doing the drinking show.
Yeah.
Notice that?
I don't want a man who holds it together.
Oh, Dan's a drinker.
Yeah. I can't wait till he has like a couple of drinks more, and he just says to Andy, "So what do they taste like?"
And Dan claims to he remembers Andy when Andy used to work at CBS News.
Well, he probably does. He's still very sharp.
I think he was low level, possibly an intern back then, though, right?
Yeah.
I think that's how the story goes. And then they worked on 40. What did they work on together?
Was it 48 hours?
Probably 48 hours, I'm thinking, yeah.
What a well shot. Him and Andy are just sitting in a bar talking. Dan has his little notepad. What a well shot, beautiful. What a beautiful shot that is.
Yeah.
And then the close up on Rather.
But his glassy drinking eyes.
He looks like a drinker. He looks.
This movie. What was the name of the movie again?
Truth.
Just Truth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they have Robert Redford playing Dan Rather, and Redford's drinking a lot in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
You could tell his face is, he's got drinker face.
Yeah. Maybe he was drunk when he did that whole thing. That's probably what happened with the whole fucking...
fuck it, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Get me to the studio. I'll read this shit. But Dan, no buts. I'm Dan Rather, damn it.
He really does. His head is
Fired, so fired. Everyone fired.
He's a head like a puppet, Rather. I'm looking at it now. It's really uncomfortable. Isn't it bothersome the way his head is shaped?
He's an older gentleman.
Yeah.
He's in his 80s now.
Andy's not drinking in that.
No, he's got a reputation. He's just looking at his drink. Dan has no problem with it. It's no prop for Dan Rather.
No, not at all.
There's no prop. He wants to shoot some B-roll just to make sure they got it. Is rolling?
Andy's here.
All right.
Why don't you just bring him in?
Is Andy knocking on the door, or is that us?
No, that's me.
Andy Cohen, my God, a big star.
Hi, guys.
Hello, how are you?
What's going on, Andy Cohen?
Hi.
How are you?
We were just talking about Dan Rather.
I love Dan Rather.
I just watched this interview last night just to, I don't know, brush up on my Andy Cohen.
Oh, okay.
And what a show he does. Drinking with Dan.
This little drinking with Dan thing.
We noticed that you didn't touch your drink, though.
I did. I had one sip. The issue was that was like 11 in the morning.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I had a full day ahead of me, so I was like, I'm not going to drink with Dan Rather, even though all I really ultimately want to do is drink with Dan Rather.
Well, he had no problem drinking his drink.
No, he was actually...
Wow, Dan's a real alky, isn't he? 11 in the morning.
Yeah. He was having his drink. It was fine with him. Screw CBS News.
That's old school, though. I like that. They're like, we want you to drink, Dan. He's like, all right, fine, but only if you start before noon. I think I was got a fucking drinking issue.
Yeah.
Good boy.
And what is he drinking? He said
he was drinking wild turkey.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was discussing wild turkey and other... What are you eating?
Wild turkey. Having a little bagel and cream cheese.
Good
I got
for
on
you,
my way
Andy
here.
Cohen.
The listeners are going to complain. They hate when people eat into the
they
microphone.
do?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
can blame them?
They're going to let Andy Cohen eat.
By the way,
fucking gross,
best response ever as he's still eating. Who can blame them?
It's true.
You
Who
know
wants to hear someone eat?
And we're on.
I am a terrible offender of being on the phone and
just gnawing away.
ravenously eating.
Yeah.
Yes.
It drives people crazy, right?
Really, people get fucked up about it.
Are you a phone person? I hate the phone. Since texting has been so popular, I almost
I am
never use the phone.
the biggest phone person. I'm on the phone constantly. And I have a dog, and so when I walk the dog, I'm on the phone the entire time. I use it as phone time.
Oh, God.
I'm out with the dog, yeah.
Like just for a friendly catch-up call? Like
friendly catch-up. I love to catch up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Ever since texting.
I like to check in. I like to catch up. I like to review know. I like to discuss.
Catching up rules through text. That's a great text activity. What's going on? I'm good. Cool.
Right. One text message, and then that would have been a 10-minute phone call that you don't have to do anymore,
That's
Andy
the
Cohen.
difference between a straight guy and a gay guy. Gay guys.
Well,
like
the difference
to catch
isn't
up.
as much as you might think, Andy.
It's true.
You're too famous for that. You have to take a lot of phone calls in general, so
I
you should
know.
cut down your phone calls and do some texting.
I like it.
I wish I'd liked it, because there's value in it. There's a real value in connecting like that, and I wish I still enjoyed it. But my manager I talk to a lot, or when I'm talking business, when there's a goal, like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to discuss this, it's easier. But friendly calls, I'm the worst at.
Well, I see that you're single.
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
Oh, you looked right for the ring.
I
right,
did.
Andy?
Well. So, I mean, there's not a lot of ladies who aren't. I mean, don't the ladies that you're dating want to chat with you?
Probably.
He's got ladies.
Yeah. I mean, they probably want to talk, but I'm like,
Can I tell Andy about the ladies?
He don't care.
All right.
Yes, I do. It's all I
He's
care
all about gossip
What are
and
you
stuff. He
talking about?
loves this stuff.
Yes,
He loves
tell
the
me.
juicy stuff. He likes, at times, ladies with an extra part, maybe.
What, you like a chick with a dick?
Who doesn't?
What?
Who doesn't?
What? Do you? No.
Who doesn't?
No, you don't.
No, you're right. I don't. If I don't, it's been a lot of unpleasant experiences and a lot of wasted money.
Is that a thing here? Is that what's
No,
going on?
yes, the whole crew likes it.
No, not here.
No, not.
Is that,
Yeah, there's a whole thing in the
my
studio.
God,
All the
that's
guys
exciting.
love it.
No, oh, yeah, great. Okay, good. I'm happy for you. I like that.
But yeah, most women.
Wait, you don't know that's a thing for some people?
Of course I do. I didn't know
okay.
it was a thing for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't talk to him on the phone. I mean, that rule goes. That rule goes for everybody.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
That is very funny.
You don't get a
Yes.
phone call.
No.
I just don't like it. I find myself getting very impatient. I find myself like I just don't know how to do it anymore. I'm so used to texting, and I kind of hate that I can't read anymore because I'm so into the online stuff.
Yes.
My concentration is dead.
Andy's now washing his hands after that.
No, doing some Purell. No, not after that. No, that's fine. I thought. No, I'm not even going to say it.
What?
Yes. It's good.
You know, whatever floats your boat, Andy.
Listen, I like to put a wig on a dude every so often.
Well, that I wouldn't do. I mean,
Right.
that would be very tasteless.
Right.
I would
Yes, no, that would be terrible. No, I don't.
Okay, all right.
I don't.
We would feel very silly. I would feel very silly doing that. Like,
Yes.
you just look like my friend now. Put a wig.
You silly goose.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
How's the radio show going?
The radio channel is going great. It's channel 102 on Sirius Radio, Andy, and we launched 9 weeks ago. And I was just saying to my EP Tim that I feel really good. I feel like every show has a real identity, and that everybody creatively is kind of in this great zone. And the channel's kind of, it takes a while to build something. I learned a long time ago, you just kind of start small and grow around it. And it's me, it's Sandra Bernhardt, it's this woman Bevy Smith, my friend John Hickey. We have a politics show. It's Jason Biggs and his wife Jenny Mullen are doing a show about relationships every week. It's really fun. And I'm really digging it. I'm live Monday mornings, and then I do taped interviews the rest of the
How many hours a
week.
day?
It's 24 hours a day.
No, how many hours do you have to do?
Oh, how many hours do I have to do? No, I have 2 hours live on Mondays, and then I'm on the rest of the week every day just on tape.
That's it?
Yeah, it's great.
He's got a live talk show every night, though.
Yes, so I tape a lot of my stuff at Watch What Happens Live. I'll tape interviews before the show and stuff.
I'm surprised you have time to do a radio show with what happens live and everything else you're doing.
It's, just kind of making time. It's great to be able to do stuff at my studio. It's fun.
At what point did you realize you were a good interviewer? Because you were behind the scenes for a long time doing EP work. And
Yes. I was at CBS News for 10 years, from 90 to 2000. And during that time, I was interviewing people. I was off camera, but I was interviewing people off camera. And so that's when I knew that I could do it. And then I had great training interviewing the Housewives, believe it or not, because you can ask them anything. So I can sit down with a Real Housewife and say, I can ask them about their vaginas. I can ask them any question in the world. And so it prepared me for then sitting next to J-Lo or Oprah and asking them incredibly
About their
rude...
vaginas?
Well, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I feel comfortable asking them whatever I'm going to ask
Because the
them.
housewives, they just want the attention, so they'll answer anything.
They're willing to go there with me, which is great.
Where'd you come up with that idea?
The
Because that's a
Housewives,
huge
you know, this guy came to Bravo 10 years ago or more and said, about 10, 11 years ago and said, these are these women in Orange County that I live near. And he showed us this tape that he had made, and their boobs were bigger, their hair was blonder, their kids were hotter. They all talked in a way that we had never seen, and it was the time that the Desperate Housewives was a big show on ABC. Right. And we said, well, there's something interesting here. I had been a big soap opera fan, and in my mind, I thought this could be the real life soap opera. This could be a reality soap opera. So that's what it's really become.
And you also realized that you could do many of these.
Yeah, well, it's funny that when we were about to premiere Orange County, it was called The Real Housewives. And then my boss at the time said, let's call it The Real Housewives of Orange County in case we decide to do it anywhere else. And I said, that is the dumbest idea ever. We're never going to do this anywhere else. And then in season 2, stuff started to happen that made me realize, wow, this is like a soap opera, this show. Right. And that's when, for me personally, I started getting excited thinking, we can do this anywhere else.
There's too many. There's too many.
There's now. We just announced 2 more last week.
I know,
so there's
one in
7.
down there in Washington
and Dallas. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I watched Beverly Hills, New York, New Jersey, and a little Atlanta action.
Excellent.
And it's not just because my wife has it. I have no problem saying that, Andy Cohen.
Great. That makes me very happy. Thank you.
I like that they sit around drinking white wine and just trash talk each other.
Exactly.
It's
I like
wonderful.
a co-viewing couple.
Yeah, but I can't. I can't watch anymore. So stop making them.
I know. Sorry.
I got 2 little kids.
Sorry.
I can't watch all the time.
I know. It's bad.
One question about the Housewives.
Yes.
A lot of weird, well, I'll say it. You've had a suicide.
Right.
You've had divorces.
Yep.
You've had people going to jail.
I know.
Any guilt? You feel guilty about any of this stuff?
I don't. I feel I sleep well at night. I don't really feel, I mean, we could go through them, but it would be boring. But everything that's happened, I don't feel that the show has been culpable for, you know, what happened with Teresa and Joe. What they are being punished for happened long before the show. I think if you look at what happened in Beverly Hills, that was a situation that was very complicated, and I don't think it was exacerbated by the show. So I can.
Yeah, one of the housewives' husbands. Hung himself.
Yeah.
That was wow.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
That was really terrible.
Right.
He had a lot going on in his personal life that we didn't even know about.
Just as a viewer, he always came across very creepy.
Yeah, it was not
extremely
great.
creepy.
But it's not great. I feel bad for that.
Yeah. All right.
Did you have any people too? 'Cause you do ask really. I like the fact that you ask ballsy questions. Did you have anybody when you do that plead the fifth, where you can only plead the fifth on what one question?
Right.
You have to answer 2. Or you have to answer one of the 3.
You have to answer. It's 3 questions. You can only plead the fifth on 1. Yeah.
And have you had anybody really like anything you really want to know where they really backed off?
Amber Rose was on the show 2 weeks ago, and she just didn't want to answer any of my questions. And I said at the end of the game, you are the worst person we've ever had play this game. And then I went to break. I said, okay, well, during break, I'm going to figure out what you will talk about.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. So then we come back from break. She has sunglasses on, which, you know, if someone wears sunglasses on TV, it's not going to go great.
It's awful. Because they're afraid.
So then someone calls in and says, I'd love to see your eyes. They're so pretty. Can I see them for a second? She's like, no, I'm too drunk. And then I said, she goes, am I your worst guest ever? I said, you're in the running. For sure.
Was she drunk, though, or was she just shitty?
I don't know if she was drunk.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're Amber Rose and you come on my show, I'm probably going to ask you about the Kardashians and Kanye West. Like,
I'm surprised you go on your show, knowing because you go for it.
Right.
What is it about these people who they're so afraid to give information? There's nothing worse in an interview than somebody who won't go into a certain area.
I know.
It's like, but that's what makes you interesting. Stupid.
Well, the thing is, you at least have an answer where you can answer the question.
Right.
So you can say, you know what? Here's a way that I'm going to answer, because the truth is I will accept any answer.
Right.
You know? I'll accept any answer.
You just try to be entertaining with it, but when they just back off meekly, like I don't want to. It's like, oh, you fucking stink. Why are you talking?
Weird. Did you expect the ratings? The show is
like we said before for the Housewives or for my show?
The talk show. Yeah, the talk show. You're beating Cohen, and who else did you say, Justin?
He definitely beats Cohen most of the week.
Yeah, you got great ratings for that show. Man.
It's good.
Were you expecting that, or were you thinking that's a little throwaway?
It started slow, and we got picked up for 12 weeks at midnight originally, and I was still in charge of programming at Bravo. And so if there was an extra kind of microscope on me because I wasn't. If you're in charge of programming, you're not supposed to have a talk show on the channel. It just isn't. And so if the ratings were bad, I would have been the first person they canceled because it would have been, and so. No, it's been a really pleasant thing. It's been great.
And why did you step down from programming?
Because I couldn't do it anymore. I was doing 5 nights a week. The show then grew and grew, and then it was 5 nights a week. And then I stepped away from production, and I was only in charge of development. And then it got to the point where I needed to. I couldn't do my day job and do that. It was, running development for a cable channel is a big job. So. I couldn't do both anymore.
I want to know about you. And you and Anderson Cooper have been pretty open about the fact that you were almost set up on a blind date, which I think is awesome.
Yes, we were set up on a blind date.
And he said no?
He thought, I think I was he said, the story that he tells is we had a phone call before the date, and he says that he could just picture me gesticulating wildly, and that it just turned him off. And so I ended the phone call thinking, oh, this is great. I'm going to have a date with this Vanderbilt boy, and we're going to see what happens. But he apparently, it was clear to him after the call that we were never going to go on a date.
So you should have texted. That would have been much better.
I know, exactly. You're so right. And so it never happened, but we're great friends, and we're on tour together right now. We do this tour where it's a great night out. It's like going out drinking with us, and a lot of couples come, and we're in Santa Barbara and Oakland and Philly. We've got a bunch of new dates that we just announced. You go to ac2live.com.
Wait, do you guys perform or speak, or
we kind of interview each other? I've got a big bucket of tequila on stage that I'm drinking the whole time. We drink, we talk, we take questions from the audience. It's really fun.
Oh, okay.
It's really fun. We kind of interview each other. How you doing?
That's Pete Davidson.
Pete, this is
Pete. How you doing?
Andy Cohen.
So you like chicks with dicks?
Yeah, they don't like to be called that, but I just call them delightful young ladies, and they know who I'm talking about.
Where do you meet them?
Usually you have to go online. There's not a good hang place. There's not even an option on Tinder, for Pete's sake. I'm very upset about
there's not. No. There needs to be a Tinder for. There's a Tinder called Thrinder.
Thrinder for threesomes. Yeah.
We
just heard about that one.
And so there's no specific site for a gal with something extra.
Right.
You could find. Wow.
Yeah, and Thrinder just seems unrealistic to me. It seemed like a hooker scam, even though people.
And is it a gal?
Oh, you think Thrinder is a sham?
No, but I'm not saying the whole thing is. I'm sure there are legit people on it. But whenever something seems too good to be true, like, wow, here's all those couples that want me to fuck the wife while the husband watches, or here's all those girls looking to blow me.
It's got to be
nonsense in some sort. Yeah, because half the girls on Tinder for a while were just escorts masquerading.
Really?
You'd get a link to their ad. I got botted so many times.
Can a straight man
horrible.
Get a break?
Yeah, it's really rough.
See, that's the thing with gay guys. They all just want to do it with each other. So there's it's not that complicated.
Yeah, gay guys have it really easy because it's just men dealing with men,
right?
And no matter what your sexuality is, men think like for sex,
right?
But when you got to deal with women, it's a little rough.
Good morning, Pete Davidson.
Good morning.
Happy birthday, Pete.
Pete, is it your birthday?
Yes.
Wow.
22.
What do you want for your birthday?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Why? Wow. Why don't you want anything for your birthday?
It doesn't feel like anything.
Oh, come on, Pete. Don't be a sad sack. Pick a gift.
Sad.
Pick a gift.
So you're 22 today?
I am 22 today.
Wow.
That is young, huh?
I think we should get him a chick with something a little extra.
When you go with a little
extra,
extra?
I'll just pretend it's my birthday.
Would you go for something a little extra for your birthday? Just because it's your birthday.
He has a girlfriend, so a young transgender, delightful girl.
What?
Breaking news.
Solo.
What happened?
What happened?
When did that happen?
We were both just too young.
We were too
still
young.
Yes.
We're still good
what?
friends, though.
You are?
You were just telling me how well it was going. You went to a Knicks game.
I know.
You were telling me how great that was.
It was great.
Wow.
2 days ago, I asked you how it's going. You're like, yeah, it's great.
That's what happens when you're.
When did this go down? Over the weekend?
That's a 20-year-old relationship. You're together for a day, and then the next day you're broken up, and then you're back together.
Well, his girlfriend's on MTV, and he's on SNL, so they have they both have very good careers. Wow.
Yeah, I get Knicks tickets, she gets Jets. It's perfect. I'm missing out a lot right now. I really fucked up.
How did she do it?
Did you fuck up?
No, I think it was just like
I assume she broke up with you.
It was kind of mutual. It was kind of like
you looked at each other and said, "We're done."
We're both just very.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst.
There's no infidelity.
No.
Okay.
Was it over the weekend?
It was like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, last week.
Wow.
Okay, so right before your birthday?
Yeah.
Ah, no.
You're gonna get back with her. I can see it.
I know.
He's gonna be back with her in a week.
In a
But
week.
you did.
In a
But
week.
this is, by the way, this is the key moment. It's November 5th, 16th.
Yeah.
16th.
A lot of relationships are going to end this week because
Why?
if you don't end a relationship now, you're in it until January 2nd.
Yeah.
Because you have to go
Holidays.
through Thanksgiving and Christmas. So anybody listening, if you're on the fence, kill it now, or else you're
save the
hung
money
for the holidays.
All right.
Save the money.
Save the money,
Save the
too.
time. You're good.
You're
you have a
good,
whole
bro.
bunch
You
of
just-
Christmas party.
Thanks,
This is
man.
great. If it's meant to be, you get back together January 2nd.
Pete's now sitting up a little
got
straighter.
Andy
than
Cohen's
Cohen.
like,
Andy Cohen just saved you money.
Crush
Yes.
pussy.
No, yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Andy
That's what
would
I'm
say
saying.
crush
No,
pussy.
This is the moment.
He
That's
absolutely
what I
would
was
say crush
thinking.
pussy.
That's what I was thinking.
That's
Better
exactly
if
what
you
I was
actually
thinking.
Pizza
said
mind
crush
reader. No, that's
But it's funny, when I said I was single, he just goes, "Oh, these apps, we need to do something with these apps."
Jimmy would like to find a lady. He really would.
But yeah, but I've
been a
talked
little
so much
while
about
now.
my stuff, it's hard to find somebody who will tolerate my...
Really?
Yeah, I mean, come
Oh,
on.
man, that has to be
What woman
somebody.
wants that
He's only
malarkey?
22.
Yeah. He's young,
got
he's
the win,
handsome.
He's on SNL.
He
You know,
doesn't understand how young he is. Do you understand how young you still are at 22?
No.
No clue, right?
No.
Oh, God.
I know, it's upsetting.
Oh, I would kill to be 22.
Yeah, I bet you
Oh,
would.
Pete,
God.
what's the oldest you would date? What's the oldest you would sleep with?
Probably in their 40s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
enough.
So you sleep with
I like
40-something-year-old
adventure.
lady. You like adventure. Have you? What's the oldest you've ever been with?
Like 38.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
But he was 14 at the time.
I might have fucked someone you went to high school with, Paul.
You never told me about that, man. Thought we
Yeah.
were friends. You didn't know you fucked a 38-year-old.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. You have kids. I didn't think you want to be bothered.
Exactly. I have kids. That's why I want to fucking hear
Hey,
it.
Paul, did you put your children down yet? I fucked this 38-year-old.
I'd be like, yes, I did. Tell me more.
Yeah.
That's great.
Fucking please.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to
can
come
live
soon, you old
vicariously.
bag? Hurry up and come, you old bag. I'm tired.
Oh, when Jimmy does his old bag runs, it's my favorite.
You got a question for Andy?
Senile old bag.
You got a question for Andy Cohen?
No.
No.
How do you
This
look
is
so
weird.
great?
How do I look so
You
great?
look great,
That's
Andy
great.
Cohen.
You look
Yes.
fantastic.
You're crushing
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you guys see my buddy Paul at the Garden?
Yes,
I was
did.
away, but I
so
heard he was
jealous.
You
tremendous.
saw who at the Garden?
He opened for Bill Burr. at the
No
Garden.
way.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sick.
So wait a minute. When you open, so what time at the Garden or at the
At the
theater?
arena, yeah.
Wow.
14,000. It was crazy.
Wow. So and is that how many? Were there people like entering while you were still going?
The cool
or-
thing about opening for Burr is he'll always say, "Listen, I don't want my openers going out to a nightmare."
Right.
So I don't care if we have to hold it. And he was. So we waited and we waited. I mean, I'm sure. Listen, 14,000. I'm sure there was still a few hundred coming in,
Right.
but most of it was there.
No, it
and
was
ready.
pretty. It was pretty full by the time he hit the stage.
Yeah, it started like.
Isn't it hard to do comedy at the at Madison Square Garden or no?
The sound was great, and
Wow.
everybody was in their seats. So it's kind of just like I just looked at it as like doing a bunch of theaters in one, like 3 times as much as I've ever done, and I
Right.
just went for it like that.
Let me ask you a question. If you do that, I would, because Amy Schumer she like opened for Madonna doing
yeah.
stand up. And my question is, so do you feel like now that you opened for him and then 14,000 people heard your act, do you now feel like those 14,000 people are not going to come see you at a smaller venue? Like, does it?
I don't think, because the show's not about me, it's about Bill. So, if some people liked me, hopefully I gain fans
Right.
and they'll come again. That's
Okay.
just the way, that's the way I'm looking at it. But,
Right.
yeah, some people, I've been doing my podcast, The Virzi Effect, for 5 years. So a lot of people some people knew me before
Right.
I went up there, which made it obviously
You
was a
pick up
little
some
easier.
fans, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Your
deter
numbers
any
will
of them
go up a
from
little
seeing
bit. They'll go up a little
Yeah, I
bit.
picked
Yeah.
up a bunch of fans opening for the Reverend Bob Levy over the years.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bunch of 38-year-old women that wanted to just take
Yeah.
your young cock and teach you a lesson.
38-year-old women selling out pizza places across New Jersey and the tri-state. Dude, he fucking called me once. He goes, "Bro, we're gonna do a pizza place, 2 shows, 1 night, sick." I'm like, "What?"
Sick.
I'm like, "What?"
Sick.
I was talking to Florentine about him last night, how he just calls us and he's like, "Call MTV, I got scripts." It's like, all right, Bob.
Tell him to call Andy.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Andy can get things
Do you have
done.
4 hours?
No, I don't. As much as I like talking on the phone.
And Andy
sounds
said he
bad.
enjoys a good phone call.
I know.
So.
No,
Yes.
some phone calls. Some phone calls.
I heard Brando was a big phone guy. He would just call people in the middle of the night, just yap. That must have been a great call to get, though.
That sounds
You would take that.
I would like that.
Horrible.
Nice
You would-
babbling
you would
call
have to
from
take
Marlon
that call.
Brando. Yeah.
You would definitely take that call.
I think
but
it
I
would be
wonder how
amazing.
long it takes for a mumbling, non sequitur river of words Marlon Brando to get old. Probably
That's a
not
great
that long.
point. There's got to be a point where like he's talking, and then at one point you go like, "All right, Marlon," yeah, and then he just keeps going. You're like, "Oh fuck, why is he an icon?"
Right.
Stinks.
Why is he an icon?
I have a similar story, but it used to be Andrew Dice Clay. He would call me all the time. And at first, it was awesome. It was like, oh, my God. And I'm talking to Dice for 2 hours.
And then you found out it was Otto and George?
Just kidding. Kind of got old after a while.
Right,
A little bit.
Everything gets old after a while.
There's a
Kinda
great
stinks.
documentary called Listen to Me, Marlon, where it's Marlon on the phone. Have you seen
really?
this yet?
Really?
Yeah, it's hundreds of hours of audio that Marlon Brando recorded over the course of his life to tell his screen legend story.
Edited into something that could maybe be great.
I hear it's amazing, this thing. I got to watch it. But
Wow.
I want to ask you about Vivica Fox saying some stuff.
Oh my
You
God!
get
50 Cent, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy last week. It's so funny. We were on last Sunday night in prime time, and we were on for 45 minutes because it's a long story. And before we went on, I was thinking, oh man, I hope we have enough to talk about. It's 40, we're usually a half hour. It's 45 minutes, and then Vivica Fox started. But she started alleging that 50 Cent was gay within like 5 minutes of the
Isn't
thing.
that her ex?
What? That's her ex. And I was like, okay, we have enough to talk about here. Here we go. And I just kind of kept on it and on it and on it. She kept going. I mean, it was.
Was it like a bitter breakup and she was just being a dick?
So.
Or
Yes,
like
I think so.
Yeah.
I think she was trying to.
Yeah,
That's
but you know what's
fucking awful when
you know
they do
what's
that.
funny? Nothing gets a rapper more angry.
Yes.
Than you
nothing.
calling him gay.
So then 50 Cent's response was,
Well, you're a fucking bitch anyway.
No,
Like,
no. His
right? Like,
response was, "You begged me to lick your ass.
Wow.
You begged me to let you lick my ass, and I did. And now you think I'm gay." That's where 50 Cent went.
Once
He
a
went for the
girl
throat.
licks your
Yeah.
ass, she could never talk bad about you.
Right,
the
I
rest of
mean,
your
I
life.
guess so.
What a great
Chris,
girl
her-
she is. She's a win-win in my book. If she'll eat
Yeah.
your ass if you ask her to, she's an absolute win.
You were
She
like
begged
Vivica
for
Fox.
it.
It was very
She's a
specific,
home run.
his response.
When something that goes down, are you sitting there like, wow, this is going to be huge, but you're also going, I don't want to get sued for this, holy shit.
Yes,
So you
I
start
was
yelling
making
alleged.
sure to, it was, yes, I tried to say as little as possible and let her do the talking.
You're allowed to ask questions. You're not saying it. You're just
Right,
asking.
no, I asked questions, and then his publicist emailed me during the show and said, because immediately she started trending, he started trending, so it was picking up traction, and she emailed me because the reason that I had asked him about this was that he had made some comment about Empire's ratings, but I had gotten it wrong, and she said, "Can you clarify? You misquoted him." So I did clarify.
What was it? Did he say something about the? Well, you thought he said the ratings weren't as good.
He allegedly said, it was reported that he said that the ratings weren't as good because there was a lot of gay stuff on Empire. The ratings of Empire weren't as good because there was a lot of gay stuff on Empire. And that's not, he had reposted some blog post, and that's what it said in the blog post.
Okay.
But he didn't mean to, and then he deleted it once it came,
Oh, so he wasn't actually saying that. Okay.
Yeah.
He, and 50 Cent said, I haven't dealt with her in 10, 11 years, so he thought she was searching for some attention.
Yes.
Why would she throw a jab like that unless she thought he was bad-mouthing her show?
I don't know.
Got to watch what you say to an ex.
That's right.
I'll tell you, I've had a lot of.
what you do.
Oh boy, have I had a lot. Yeah, I mean, I've said all of it publicly, so no one gives a shit. But I mean, boy, is there a lot of information out
Some
there.
doozies?
Oh, there's some Lulu fantasies.
Where do they broadcast this information?
They really would have no place to unless somebody went to them.
Anyone can start a blog nowadays.
Yeah.
Or a tweet or
I
whatever.
don't know if anybody would be interested because I'd probably go in and make corrections.
Right.
Get it wrong. I said three on your face at the same time. You silly goose.
How was Leah Remini? We were supposed to to talk to her, but we never got to.
You didn't? I think she was freaked out after a certain amount of press that she did, which is probably why she didn't come by, because she
escaped Tom Cruise, right?
She what? She escaped Tom Cruise. Billy Bush, I guess, did some interview with her that I think freaked her people out, where he was asking her a lot of questions that...
About Scientology?
Yeah, that he's like, so is everyone gay in Scientology? All this stuff, but she delivered for me, and that book is great. That's
gotta be scary to leave Scientology.
I think it's gotta be, but it seems like they're not going to knock her off. I mean, wouldn't it be if Leah Remini dies or disappears tomorrow?
Yeah, they're not going to kill him.
Wouldn't it be kind of
sure?
I think it's. I would just
imagine they're murderers.
No, I don't think they're killing people.
I'm sure they can make your life miserable, though.
Really?
If you leave Scientology.
I thought there was like only 4 or 5 people in it.
I think they know a lot about you, and I think that's the scary part.
Right.
If there's anything to that, I think they've been alleged that so many celebrities are gay that are there and they're afraid to leave, and maybe they're just afraid of the information that's already being there. Being leaked.
That's right.
I don't know if that's a rational fear or not.
They get blackmailed or something like that.
Or maybe they're afraid of being. I don't know if they would be, but maybe they're afraid of it.
I mean, she had to fuck Kevin James for 8 years on a sitcom, so I think she did enough.
Well, they make you confess.
She made a lot of money.
They make you confess all sorts of stuff, put it in files, so then it makes it really hard to leave.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
How do you do that when someone's jotting stuff down? And then you did what? I'm like, oh boy, why am I saying this to a person who's writing it down?
Yeah.
You don't say it to somebody who's writing it down.
And she spent like $3 million on Scientology.
Oh yeah. At least she said. Yeah.
Just to keep leveling up, whatever it's called.
Yes.
What?
She's had a good career though.
Video game.
Pretty much. You got to level up.
Go to the next level.
You got to beat the boss level, or fucking be a Scientologist.
Yes.
That's insane.
There's a documentary on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you level up, and every level costs you more money.
I couldn't get through that documentary.
Wow. So is it a pyramid scheme?
I just was the way it was just how they were getting people brainwashed and just seeing it. I was just
it
like,
upset
I can't.
you.
Yeah, it did.
Right.
I was just like, what the don't you fuck? I wanted to. I was talking to the TV.
Yeah.
Going, this is fucking made up. Like, what are you doing? And then and then he's like, what's his name? Cruz gave the salute to the guy and everything. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the part where they give
Mission
up?
Impossible?
They give
that
up.
shit was fire.
They give up their kids and stuff, which is crazy. They don't get to see their kids.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It changes how they love their loved ones. That religion, and that's what made
it's got to
me
be really hard to leave. Is the thing. I mean, I think that's why people stay in it, because maybe it's harder to leave than it is.
You think there must be some kind of underlying threat?
Yes.
It sounds like it. But again, it's about changing the way you live with loved ones. Travis's mother, who left and married a rabbi, and he hasn't seen his mother in many years because she converted. So all those radical religions kind of distance you from everybody in your life. It's not just Scientology.
But to leave your own kid, I can't imagine that.
I can't imagine not.
No.
It'd be so fucking great.
But aren't they like anti-medicine to loved ones too?
They don't.
Shit?
There's some stuff with doctors and psychologists that they're not into.
They don't like therapists or psychotherapy.
I'd be like, fuck you, dude. I'm giving my kid medicine. Fuck yourself. Are you nuts? Are you fucking nuts? You know what I mean?
You're the perfect Scientologist.
When I saw that thing with Leah, I wanted to be like, didn't you fucking know this? You dope.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's the scary thing, is that somebody who she seems like a very rational, nice person, and the fact that you can get that tied into something that, it's like a fucking comic book that the guy made, and then it's a religion. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts.
That documentary, I think, hurt them a lot. That was a very bad documentary for Scientology. It's like the one about the church that I think finally forced fucking the Pope, the Pope to Ratzinger, whatever the fuck is Benedict to retire. I think that documentary sent him out of being the Pope.
First Pope to retire in 600 years, whatever it was.
This one hurt Scientology.
We got to wrap up with Andy, unfortunately. You gotta come and hang with us some
Thanks
more.
for having me, you guys.
Yeah, you're
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, man.
22.
I know.
Oh my God.
Teresa Giudice, when does she get out?
She gets out December 23rd.
Oh, right before Christmas. I thought she would have a week to shop.
Very Merry Christmas in the Giudice household. Absolutely.
She is a star for your franchise.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's coming out. I email her in prison. You have to go on this website.
Yeah.
You have to get clearance. It's a whole thing. You have to get requested.
Is
You
this
go
the
on
mob
this
lady?
website. She's not in the mob. She had some tax issues.
Oh, right.
And so every email she sends me, that the subject line says, "It's Teresa." I'm like, I'm not emailing anyone else in prison right now. I know it's you. Thanks, you guys.
All right,
Thanks for
Andy.
having me.
So
nice to
happy
meet you
birthday.
finally.
Yeah, great.
So it's the Radio Andy, and how do we promote this properly?
Yeah,
It's,
channel
we just all
102,
say
Radio
how
Andy,
good
when
Andy
if you're
Cohen
ever
looks?
bored. What'd you say?
Just look at all of us and then look at his face.
Why? Why?
What do you do?
What are you talking about?
I've been getting shots in my face.
You've
What?
been getting
Yeah.
shots
For
in your
what?
I'm going to
face?
get my lips and teeth done for my birthday. What do you think?
Oh, no, I
you're
heard you were
not.
getting
Your
shots in your
lips are
face. I
perfect.
almost related, but
This is amazing, the information that I've learned today. I have a lot of Googling to do. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Andy Cohen, thank you so much.
Okay,
All right, buddy.
thanks.
We're going to take a quick break, and we will continue. Stay there.
wow, I'm uncomfortable.
Why?
Because we were just talking about how much we enjoyed Andy Cohen,
Yeah.
and right before the mics went on, Justin said, that guy reinvented TV. And if the mics weren't going on, I would have turned around and knocked his teeth out for that Nana statement.
Well, you should knock his teeth out live on the show so we get some ratings out of it.
Watch what happens live.
Pete Davidson, happy birthday, 22 years young.
Thank you.
But no more girlfriend. That was a surprise to hear that out of
Yeah.
nowhere during the Andy Cohen interview.
Pretty bummed.
And you had to go and get your stuff?
I had to get my stuff. Well,
How does that work? Does she hang out in the apartment, or you?
no, we did it like respectively, where it's like she's gone, I go get the stuff, and then I'm like, I got my stuff.
Were you fighting a lot?
No, it wasn't like, it was just, I felt like it was a thing that was long time coming. I think we both kind of felt it. It was just like, it's also like, we don't really have that much time.
Who said it first? What were you doing?
Well, I was jerking off in the bathroom. No.
Great story.
Yeah. Like she just came and
Yeah,
she,
come here for a
I'm like,
second.
you know what, we're done!
Yeah. She yelled at me through a bullhorn while I jerked off on the toilet. My legs straight out.
No, it was basically just, I think I'm too young. I was like, I just told her.
No, but how'd you do it? Like, were you guys at dinner? Or like,
No, we were at the apartment and we were just kind of it was just really quiet. And then we both just kind of started talking and then it, you know.
That sucks.
It's the worst.
How much stuff did you have to get out of there?
A lot of stuff.
Really?
A lot of stuff. And what sucks is I have like a lot of dope sneakers and I had to shove them in a suitcase and now they're all folded.
Oh, the wrinkled.
Yeah, they're all wrinkled and not cool.
Well, did you guys cry?
Not in front of each other, but I've been crying like a little pussy.
Really?
Yeah. I like crying. I cry all the time.
It's good for you.
It feels so good.
Cleansing.
Yeah.
Could you cry in front of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
For your birthday?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Or were you like a, or was it more of just like a
I'm
tear?
more of like
Yeah.
2 or 3
Yeah.
tears come down.
Was it the Denzel and Glory tear? Or were you a fucking blubbering?
I got no place.
Were you like fucking Harvey Keitel if you had a bad lieutenant? Or
I have
You seem like
nothing
you
else.
you seem like a crier that gets
Oh,
it all
no.
into like you
I
really
cry.
go into it.
What's funny?
racking sobs?
Yeah, shoulders up like the whole fucking.
What's funny is my
some
my
grandmother.
best friend's Ryan. He's like this big thug, like he's like a scary dude.
Sure.
And he doesn't show like a lot of emotion. Mm-hmm. So like he's been hanging out with me and being there for me. And last night I started crying, and he was like, "Oh man, are you gonna cry?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Come here," and then
he hugged you?
and he held me. It's so funny if he knew Ryan.
Where were you when you were crying? What set
my
it
couch.
off?
I was watching Futurama.
What?
And here's the thing about Futurama.
Futurama gets fucking sad.
Real.
Yes,
Futurama
it gets real at times.
Is one of those few cartoons.
The
where
dog episode?
Dog episode.
I beat you to it, Justin.
Is that the one where the dog licked the peanut butter out of the girl's twat and then got hit by a car?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Is that your dog?
Yes, it was my dog. It was just me in a dog costume.
Futurama gets very real.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. It's really great. I blew it off for years, and I ran out of cartoons, and I was like, let's try it, and it's awesome. It's like a sitcom.
Did you get a good cry?
Yeah, I got a really good cry.
How long did he have to hold you?
About like 2-3 minutes.
That would
And they
make me
did, like,
so uncomfortable.
I like how you whispered that.
But I told him to do the Sopranos pat on the back every time we hug, so
Yeah.
it made me laugh. I was crying, and then he would be like,
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's what men got to do, a hard pat.
hard pat on the
Just
back.
so we know we're not
See-
fucking helmet rubbing.
But see, it's even worse the other way, because we had our good friend who's no longer with us anymore, Steve C. We were in Cleveland for a gig, and he was having a moment, and he was breaking down on the sidewalk after one of our gigs, and I was the one that had and I'm giving him a big. I could barely get my arms around him.
Yeah, he
but
was
I'm
a
trying,
big boy.
But I'm trying to give him comfort as he's just bawling. I think it's better if the big guy holds the little guy.
Yeah.
Than the little guy holding the big guy.
Because then he's going to cry even more because he's fat.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's like, no, my friend, I'm too fat for my friend to comfort me.
His arms can't even get around me.
I felt so bad for him. You just know you got to hold another guy in that moment.
Yeah.
You just got to.
It's
you got to
always
step
awkward.
up. You have to step up and do it. Donald Trump. You were telling me.
I have one story I'm allowed to tell, and it's hilarious.
You have stories you're not allowed to tell?
What happened with the Trump story?
Okay, so he's like, he doesn't really know how to read.
For real.
Yeah, and he loves to improv.
Yeah.
So during, like, the table read, he, like, before, like, we were going to read before he had to read each line, and he's the host, so he's at everything.
Yeah.
He would go, I'm not going to say this. I think I'm going to say it the way I want to say it. Is that okay? Is that okay, Lauren? Is that everything? And everybody's like, what? And then this is my favorite part is there was a sketch that we wrote where he's at Disneyland with his daughter, and the line is, all right, let's get out of here. Turkey legs? Like, let's go get turkey legs? And he doesn't know how to read. So he went, all right, let's get out of here, turkey legs. He called his daughter turkey legs.
Maybe that was his improv.
Oh, no, it wasn't. And then he looked up, like, he doesn't get it. Like, he thinks if everybody's laughing with him, but we're all laughing at him. And it was, like, crazy. He would be like, I did a good job, right? And we're like, yeah.
Did he need reassurance, a lot of reassurance, or was he pretty confident?
He constantly kept saying how amazing the ratings were going to be.
And they were.
He's like, this is going to be number one.
He was right.
Look, you guys are having you guys have been crushing it this year.
This has been a really fun
But
season.
Trump wasn't
he was awful.
Yeah, it wasn't a great episode.
Yeah,
was he awful?
But it's still good in the ratings.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was just so much shit that you had to deal with because of the equal time law, and then, like, he's a dick, and then there was, like, people protesting, and it's like...
The Larry David Open was hilarious.
Oh, that was fucking awesome.
That came out of nowhere. I knew SNL would do something with that.
How was he in person?
$5,000 bounty.
Trump, he's not a monster. He's literally just like if my uncle from Staten Island ran for president. Like, he just doesn't, he's like, people like when I say crazy shit, so.
It seemed like the crowd didn't really like him.
No, I felt like I felt like the crowd was purposely not laughing.
They didn't like him, and you could tell when they got the applause when he came out, the applause thing was flashing.
No, yeah.
You know?
Nobody clapped. And it was like weird. And also during Good Nights, nobody hugged him.
Why?
Which is also awkward. I don't know. He's just like...
Did he see you crying in the corner?
Yeah. Let me take you out.
Yeah. They sat in the car. Donald played Sometimes When We Touch. Pete wept into his lap.
Why didn't anyone hug him? That's weird.
I felt like... I don't know. It was just like this weird... It was just like a weird week, and it felt like it took forever.
Yeah.
But he's like he's a very delusional man.
Wait, why? No.
Yeah. Like, he really thinks he's going to win. Like, it's really crazy.
The ratings, the poll numbers are...
He's number one, though, isn't he?
They're not dropping yet.
The things that he cares about is fun. Like, we were in the middle of the table read, and he got a phone call, and he goes, just get it done. Just get it done. I'm at the SNL table read. Biggest ratings this week is going to be. And then he hung up, and then he goes, my book, number one again.
That's what he announced to everybody?
Yeah, in the middle of fucking... So now the rest of that sketch is fucked because it was interrupted by...
Yeah, I'm starting to think he's pompous.
Yeah.
He's a little arrogant.
I liked your moonwalk.
My moonwalk in the back?
Backwards moonwalk.
Yeah, I had to do something to get in the fucking show.
That
I
happens.
wasn't in it at all. I was like, moonwalk time.
Yeah, you got in there.
Him and Larry David didn't seem to... Larry's hands are shoved into his pockets.
Yeah, Leslie was holding Larry, and Leslie told me that Larry was not very happy. See, look at him. See, he's just... there's my hot daughter that I want to fuck. I think he wants to fuck his daughter.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Ivanka?
Oh, wait. Oh, that's his real daughter?
No, it's his real daughter. Yeah.
She was in a sketch.
He keeps saying how hot she is, like, all week. He's like, look at my daughter.
I thought that was an actress.
Isn't she ridiculously hot? And we're all just like, yeah, but like...
You guys were done with him by the end of the week, huh?
Yeah, we just couldn't...
You guys were done with him. You're like,
yeah.
Whatever.
So he was a bit much in person.
He was a bit much, and it was just like... People protesting. It was just like annoying.
How was Elizabeth Banks?
Awesome.
Oh, she's
so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And she's so funny. I didn't know she was like a comedian.
She was great.
Yeah, like she's improv and all that other stuff. She's really great.
We got the gals here for Pete's birthday.
Oh, boy.
We'll try. We're going to get you tinkled on for your birthday.
Oh, my God.
Would you go for some tinkle for your birthday?
Mouthful of asparagus piss.
I've never been peed on.
Oh, boy. You're missing out.
Yeah, I heard it's nice and warm.
Sure is. Makes you feel like a womb.
Yeah.
Alexis Texas.
Hi.
Nikki. What's going on, Nikki Benz?
Well, ladies.
Looking lovely.
How are you guys?
Let me get that mic on for you. Pete Davidson from SNL, 22 years old today.
Right.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Nice to meet you.
What's going on with you guys?
Not much.
Is this early?
A little. My booty's still waking up a little bit.
You should move into your microphone, madam. Here. There you are.
There you go.
Thank you.
What did you guys do last night?
I got in last night, actually, this morning.
I was
LA.
at Exotica convention and then came into the city afterwards.
Where's the Exotica convention?
It was in Edison, New Jersey.
They always pick a weird location for that in Jersey. It's like Syracuse. It's always like an unfun place to go.
Yeah, because they're hot porn stars. If you put it in an accessible place, you know how many fucking creeps are going to go?
There
you
was
have to
still
put it like
lots
in a
of
weird
creeps.
warehouse.
They all pay my bills. I left them.
Yeah.
Love the creeps.
Where in Edison is it?
At the convention center.
I don't know where that. I used to work in a place called Raritan Center.
That's where it is.
Oh, okay, yeah. But that was years ago. I did warehouse work long before my successful career into... No. Come on now. Stop.
Did you drive a forklift?
No, not there. I was just did
I want to drive a
practice
forklift.
stuff.
It looks sick.
It does, right?
Right?
It'd be cool.
Whenever my uncle drives one, I'm like, wow, that must feel good.
Yeah.
What to do.
Yeah, after 2 hours, you're like, fuck this job, though.
Yeah, it's
You
terrible.
wanted to- yeah.
You live in a crate of milk cartons. Like, my life fucking stinks. Horrible gig.
Pete's newly single, just to get you guys up to speed.
Thanks.
22 and no one to
Thank you
celebrate
very
with
much.
today.
And he already got the cry out, so he's good.
And he's
I
got-
already cried,
You already
so
cried?
I'm okay.
He's a crier. He cries a lot.
I'm a big crybaby.
What are you guys
So
doing
she's okay.
What are you doing in New York?
We are here to free our nipples.
We're here to go topless in Times Square tomorrow, 1:30 p.m.
Wow, what's the cause besides
everyone should?
Yeah.
Everyone should. We feel like, it's, if men can do it, why can't we? And we're here just really to have fun and raise awareness. And
I just feel like how it all started with me was kind of like my idea a little bit. I had it's kind of like a bucket list thing. It's kind of ironic. I heard that in New York you could go topless and it was kind of like more like artsy in different places. So I was like, why not bring my tits out? I have really nice boobs. Why can't everybody see them?
Are they nice? I've never seen them.
They are really lovely.
Love to see them.
Yes, you can see them later.
Yeah, and I've
I
seen
love
guys.
that your bucket list is to show your tits.
Yeah, I mean it's something outrageous.
It's usually the Grand
and crazy,
Canyon
like-
or.
So I have a friend who has really nice boobs, Nikki Benz,
Yes.
and so I was like, why don't we do it together? And I also saw recently how they were just kind of trying to do away with it and trying to like cause like a whole thing about why we shouldn't do it and be allowed to do it. So I felt like we should do it and take advantage of it while we can.
Well, you got girls in Times Square that get their boobs painted every day, and the city's trying to shut them down.
Yeah, and they
but
usually
don't know how.
whack. They're all whack boobies.
They're pretty good. There's been some good ones.
They're pretty whack.
And what's cool is they disrobe, so now they're completely naked as they're getting their boobs painted.
I like it.
Good for them.
I hate the naked cowboy.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not
a
a fan.
fucking jerk off.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh my fucking.
See, why
ants.
is it okay for him to expose his
Yeah,
nipples and
because
not
my
for
fucking
us?
aunts lose their shit.
Yeah.
Oh, do
yeah,
they?
yeah. Women 45 to like
Oh,
60
why?
love the naked cowboy.
He's in good shape. He plays the guitar. He's musical.
Yeah.
Probably seems like he's fun to hang out
Maybe
with.
he's a nice guy, Pete.
Not
Play
shy.
guitar?
I can do it too. I actually have a guitar with my face on it.
What do you
Fun.
play?
Yeah.
What kind of music?
I just play it, string my strings. Actually, I played the flute, really. But
I
don't
play the
guitar.
skin flute.
Oh, nice. Fine instruments.
I did not stick it anywhere appropriately. Though, I promise.
So are the nipples in good shape for this?
Oh yes, they're
This day
hard and ready
tomorrow?
to go. It's in New York. We're kind of like always hard, so
Yeah.
it's good.
You're
It's
ready
nice
to
for
go.
pictures.
Jimmy would love to see them.
We sure would love to see them. It's not to be nasty.
We just want to make
but
sure they're in good shape.
we want to make sure that they're
This is
ready
the big,
to be
this is the big
shown.
town.
Well,
This is
listen,
not
we're-
Edison, New Jersey.
We're here for equality. Yeah, you go, we go.
Oh, I never saw him. So.
This is the big leagues. We're not the minors anymore.
I'm not in good enough shape to show my nipples. I'm not shy. I'm just
I
not in
bet
good
you they're
enough
really
shape.
lovely though.
My nipples are okay. I like them played with. I really can't come without it.
Do you like them like licked or just like tickled? Like what do you like?
Well, those are not mutually exclusive things. I think we can enjoy both. I like one.
He
and
likes
then the
them
other.
like,
yeah, like
Tune in
lightly
Tokyo
flicked.
type, like do the index finger and the thumb, just like tune in Tokyo.
I'll do it.
Yeah, she's touching. That's rather
They're
nice.
getting harder.
Yeah, a little bit. I have
Ooh,
smaller
I think
nipples.
he likes you.
Yeah, she's right.
that works.
Yeah, I'm very easy.
She did that like she's half yawning. Like,
Literally.
I don't usually take my
Literally,
shirt off.
I've seen people pump gas with more of a sexual vibe to them, but it did feel good.
just reached over.
Yeah, that's how easy I am.
Right.
She just won me over.
Easy access.
Do you like taking your shirt off, Jim? I don't
Not
like taking my
really.
shirt off.
I don't
I have
either.
a bird chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like
weird.
my shirt off.
And I just started growing chest hair, so it's like all awkward. I have
Is there,
like
like,
7.
5 hairs?
I have like 7 chest hairs. It's fucking
Do you count them daily to make
every
sure?
day to make sure that they're still there.
Why don't you
Nobody's
just
taking them.
give it a quick shave until more come in.
No.
Until more friends
No,
come in.
because it would take like 3 months.
True. All right.
Yeah.
You guys think you might get arrested tomorrow? What's the word on the street? You should be all right with this?
I think we'll be just fine.
And you're just going to walk around, or you're going to do like, I don't know, some stunts? Dance?
We're
What are
gonna
you
do
going to do?
backflips, cartwheels. No, we're gonna probably start at Broadway and 44th. Did I say that right? I'm not from New York.
Yes. 44th and Broadway,
There we
Broadway
go.
and 44th.
Yeah.
Either one.
Either one.
Yes.
And
We're kind of just doing it for fun. So we
Yeah.
don't really have a plan of what we're doing. We just know we want to free our nipples. We're going to walk around Times Square, and we have fans coming. We're going to videotape it. We're going to have
Nice.
a lot of fun with it.
Do you have large nipples, either one of you?
I don't know. You can tell me when you see them.
When am I going to see them?
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, I'll show you.
Thank you very much.
out?
Wow. They're perfect. Yeah, wow.
And they're real. They're all mine.
Yeah.
They're very safe.
Mine are really, real expensive.
Yeah.
But really, really nice.
Yeah, they are. Wow, yep. Those are lovely.
Those are nipples, all
Oh, so,
right.
like, she knows the job. Like she's got to lick them, make them
They're a
harder.
little dry, so I gotta like hold on.
Your nipples get dry?
Well, I'm in New York. It's cold.
Okay, fair enough.
I love how now you can't look at us in the face. You don't know where to look now. Tits are out. You're
I'm
like,
just
oh
so
my
happy and uncomfortable.
There's much better ways to moisten them, by the way.
Wait, did you say you're uncomfortable?
I'm like happy and uncomfortable, and there's so many things going on.
Why are you uncomfortable? This is lovely.
Because I'm 12, Jimmy.
Well, that's why I am comfortable.
You want a closer look, Pete?
This
or?
is bananas.
So if I did this shirt, if I did it with my topless left the rest of the time, you wouldn't know where to look at all.
I
It'd
would
be really
I would
uncomfortable.
just burn my retinas out. I'd
What
make
if it
lights.
was because it was your birthday and I was just like, happy birthday? The
Look
whole
at them.
time.
Best day ever.
Her breasts are perfect.
They really are.
Yeah.
I've seen them many times.
Yeah, Pete's a big fan.
I'm an avid whacker.
Oh, so you're a big fan of my big booty.
Yep.
Do you have a nice
But
booty?
normally it's my butt that's being looked at, not my boobs. That's why I had to bring up
That's
back
why
up.
it's very refreshing. I like when people change it up.
I'll be honest. I'm a fan of the ass, and I have not seen yours. If you have a big ass,
We've been missing out. Have you been hiding under a rock lately?
no, I just haven't been doing a whole lot of big name
Research?
porn girls watching. Yeah, I watch more amateur stuff now. I haven't watched a lot of the bigger names.
Why
Yeah.
is that?
No reason. You just go through your, when you're
Amateurs are
addicted.
fun.
Yeah, you just kind
Check
of
out. You're known more for your
hiney.
My
Your hiney?
booty, yeah. I sit
I
on
didn't
it
know
so
that.
you can't really see it. But here, hold on.
Thank you very much. What a good person. Wow. Yeah, I gotta. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can we say it?
Everything's bigger in Texas, okay?
Hey.
Oh, do you have a thong or what do you have
No
on?
pennies.
Pete, the look on your face is fucking priceless.
Would you show Pete your height?
You know when
I
like,
start
you know when
weeping
like
again.
Frosty the Snowman comes to life and he's like, "Happy birthday!" That's literally what I'm just so happy. With that.
Do you want to see your honey for your birthday? In fact, he just
I've
broke up
seen
with his
it many
girlfriend.
times.
Yeah, it's
See that in
kind of
person.
I
Like,
don't
now
want
he's
to do that
getting
on the
nervous.
radio. She'll feel terrible.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can pat it.
later.
But you're a fan. It's your birthday. You
Yeah.
broke up with
You should touch it a little.
your girl, and you had a big guy hugging you last night.
Yeah,
You
would you
guys are fucking evil.
What?
Well,
This
it's not
is good
touching
for
a beautiful
you.
girl's
This is
hiney.
good for you.
Fantastic.
Alexis Texas is a perfect hiney.
Don't
It's your
forget your
birth-
sneakers are all wrinkled now.
I know.
Like, see, he's afraid that you'll get mad. You won't get mad. Like if you let me touch it first as an example to Pete.
I would like to watch you touch it.
Let
Because
Jimmy-
to you, it's like normal.
Let Jimmy show
It's
you
just an ass.
how.
I wouldn't do anything dirty.
Let Jimmy show you how you touch an ass.
Okay.
I think that's where we start, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I have a very gentle touch.
Yeah?
That sounded creepy.
Well, you have
Are
little...
I have a very gentle touch.
She knows you already.
Yes, she does.
Jimmy likes
I
chicks
can't.
with dicks.
Oh, nice.
Good for you.
I don't, but that's
And
cool.
chicks
Different
with-
strokes for different folks.
And chicks with vaginas.
And vaginas.
I have one
Yeah.
of those.
Yes, you do.
We saw a few of those in Thailand, remember?
We did. We saw the Lady Boys. We did.
Really?
Yes. We saw a lot of other things there, too. The ping pong show.
You went to the ping pong show.
We did
Is that a
ping
real
pong
thing?
show.
It's a real
It's
thing.
a real thing.
Have you ever seen that?
And not only ping pongs come out, other
No.
things come
Basketballs.
out.
It was
that
like
too.
the craziest time. And I mean, we're in porn. We've seen a lot of things, but I've definitely saw some crazy things coming out of ladies' vaginas.
I heard my favorite one from Thailand. There's a bar where it has a glass. It's a glass floor, and the creeps are down underneath as the
Oh, that's great.
walking around.
That's
Actual
awesome.
place in Thailand. You can look it up. Yes, for the upskirt people.
Upskirts.
What else did you go into a lot of those type of places?
No, we did one because we got berated the entire time. So we were like, fine.
Why?
Because they're like, they want to, because they buy you get free drink. No, you don't get free drinks. You get free entry, and then you have to buy drinks. But the first drink is like $30.
Triple the price, yeah.
So, but we were really curious, and we would go to Thailand once. So
Right.
we went there, and the first thing was this lady like comes out, and she's like got a little nightie on, and she's like got something hanging down from her vagina, and we're like, what is it? So she's like showing everybody, and it's a needle, and it's like thread. So she like starts yanking on it, and by the time it comes out, there was like 50 needles, and she was like origamiing this stupid thing, like sewing something for us all. It was kind of really
With her vagina?
with her vagina.
That would do nothing for me other than like wow. Like
It was just more of
It's
a
a
wow
shock
factor.
value.
It was that, and then there was a girl who
Yeah,
had
more
like
of a freak
4
show.
living fish in her vagina
That
that
was
just like
gross.
came out in a fishbowl that's swimming around.
Yeah.
One put this little banana like this,
Well, I
and
don't
just
know
like
if they're
sat down
living in
and
there
like
full time.
every
but-
time
I don't understand the appeal of that. Like even like why wouldn't you just put like I don't know.
Yeah.
a cock comes out of you. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
what?
Yeah, you're right.
Can you
You're
go
right,
back
Paul. Me and Paul, like,
Well, I just the 4 fish. That's fucking.
That was
That's
really
brutal.
It
It
was
was
really
gross.
crazy because they weren't small either. They were like about this big.
Yeah, you'd hope not. I
Like-
mean, goldfish is
Giant,
old hat.
rich
I could fit a
koi
goldfish in my
Like
asshole.
we were impressed after just the one came out, and then she had more in there, and we're like, but how?
We're like,
Where does
how
it
do they,
go?
Where do they live? Like, where do they go?
And they
So
weren't
weird.
dead; they came out alive. I'm just saying.
I know, they just wish they were. What an awful life. Being a fish fucking blows to begin with. And you're going to be shoved in her twat and dropped on a bar. What a terrible life for a poor little guy.
Tough life.
I know.
Can you
Awful way to live.
Are these the top 4 Thai bars as far as crazy shit goes? Oh, they're just go-go bars. I wanted the top craziest
What's the go-go
places
bar?
in Thailand. Never mind. But they do have one with the glass floor bar.
what's a go-go bar?
This like old school.
I've been to like
strip
4
clubs,
bars.
I guess, right? Almost. I don't know.
I think it's just like they dance and they don't take their clothes off.
Yeah, that is go-go. It's like they keep little tassels on or whatever.
Right.
It's just silly.
Yeah.
Just get naked.
Yeah, just get naked.
Yeah, I don't see the appeal of that. Like, I know, leaving something to the imagination is very overrated.
Really?
Yes. What are we, fucking 8? Can you imagine what it's like to be on a roller coaster? Fucking asshole go on a roller coaster. Fucking daydreaming. We're grown-ups. See a naked girl. I like a girl in a bikini better than a naked girl. Then you should kill yourself. You're an asshole.
I'm getting angry about it, though.
Silly. No, but they say that on the radio, too, and you can't say certain things like, well, it's always better to use your...
Oh, right.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not better. You use the imagination when you can't see what you want to see.
Just gotta be smart about it.
Yeah.
What'd you find there, Eric? Is this better?
It's more of the same thing.
Ah, man.
Yeah, go-go's just
I've just
silly.
heard about these. I heard there's a blowjob bar.
What?
Where you go up to the bar.
See, there's another discrimination. Where's the, pussy
Justin
eating
got a
bar?
new job?
Yeah. Where's
That's
the
any
pussy
bar in
eating bar?
America if a woman is willing. There's no need for that because believe me, men would volunteer to be there, but women don't want. If guys are like, come on in, we'll eat your pussy, there would not be a long line at that bar.
I bet you there's at least 10 right outside this building.
Yeah.
10 pussy bars.
Yeah.
Pussy eating bars.
There's
Just
just
go
no
in there and say,
call.
I'm
Looking
here
in
for
the
the
wrong
pussy
places.
eating. Okay, come on in, you silly goose.
All you can eat buffet.
There's a
call for
blowjob bar, though. Supposedly you go up to the bar and you stick your piece in a hole. And the girls
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
other...
like a glory hole.
Nah, yeah,
Will you
I'm not
look
cool
up
with
this
that.
stuff?
I
We've
want
talked
to
about
see
this shit
what's
for
on the
years.
other
Oh.
side.
I need
What
to
am
know what's on the other side.
You want to see what's on the other
It could
side?
be it could be a lady boy for all
Yeah.
you know.
What if
I mean,
it's
you'd like that,
What
but
if
you
it's
know.
a dog?
Guys, I'm going to
Like-
tell you how it works. Ready?
Yeah.
It says how it works. I know how it works. Most of the places have at least a small bar and seating area where you can have a drink before you go ahead, choosing a girl for the blowjob, but you don't have to. It is rather common to just show up, have a quick look at the girls available, make your choice. If you have a drink and decide to not get your whistles clean later, no problem. You can walk out of the bar again without paying for more than your beverages. That's not the worst thing about it. There's one you actually you stick your dick in a hole while you're at the bar.
I hope it's called glory holes.
Glory holes, yeah. That's scary, though, because the idea is that you don't know who's on the other side of it. God, it could be like an angry trucker, big cowboy boots, fucking kick you in the dick. Seems like a scary
Are
proposition.
you reliving a moment of your life? What's
No,
going on here?
just an observation I've made that people who do that really do have courage under fire. If you're able to stick your dick in a glory hole, I just tip my hat to you, whoever you are, wherever you are.
I just think it would hurt.
Yeah.
It would hurt. I guess.
Yeah.
I heard
Brave.
a story of a kid who put his dick in a glory hole, and then he came outside the bathroom and his dad was on the other side.
Come on. Oh, that's not a story.
I don't know.
That should be a fucking film, though.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, my friend told me that in high school.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of them is the first one to go, don't tell mom?
How do you work that one out between you?
Yeah.
It's so awkward.
Like, there's no way that's true.
It's being like, so Giants?
Yeah, that sounds fake.
That sounds like a fake one.
That sounds fake. Yeah, let's file that into the too good to be true category. Pete, comment?
What else did you girls do in Thailand? Anything fun? How are the beaches? I hear the beaches are
Phuket
wonderful.
was really fun.
Phuket was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. I went to the what is it? PP Islands. I don't know.
The PP Islands.
PP Islands.
PP Islands.
Yes, it was really pretty. It was like crystal clear waters. We went to like 3 different private beaches.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
I was supposed to go to that, but I was too hungover.
Yeah, she didn't make it. And if she would have gone on the boat, it would have been horrible.
Why? Was you afraid she would get sick?
Oh, yeah. It was really rough waters.
Okay. What kind of guys do you date? Is it hard for men to date you because they get like intimidated or they threatened by it, or some guys totally cool with it?
It depends. I feel like I don't like to date a man who's not strong and confident enough to deal with something that I do. And again, with me, it's like you can't hide that I'm a porn star. So you have to obviously be accepting that I have sex for a living, and that's just the way it's going to be. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be. I was married for a while in the business. That didn't work.
Was he a performer or no?
He was, yeah.
So would you guys still get jealous or no?
No, not at all.
Okay.
He would film my scenes.
Oh. How do you separate the two? Having sex for your job, but having
it's more
sex
physical
at home
and emotional. I mean, at work, it's more like it's more sexual athletes. So it's more primal.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like it's a job. And at home, it's more we do what we want. It's more emotional. There's more feelings invested. Like I show up to work and I know the person, but I don't love the person. I don't like the person. Well, maybe I like them, but
what would you get jealous of? Like what would make you guys jealous? Like one of you in the relationship is you felt since there was too much of a connection between the other person. Like what would make you go, hey, like what the fuck, that wasn't cool?
I think communication is the biggest thing. I feel like I'm very open about what I like and what I don't like. Anytime I feel like in my personal life I ever had a problem was I like to be the one who's controlling the situation. So if I'm bringing another girl into the situation, I want to be like, I want to fuck her, not you saying you want to fuck her, because then it makes it feel like I'm telling you to do it, which sounds really fucked up, but that's my method to my madness.
Okay.
But at least you're fucking 2 girls. I mean, can't go wrong.
Yeah, I mean you don't
Have you done that, Jim?
What? I have, yeah.
Is it fun?
It was okay, yeah.
I feel like I would come before it even started, and I would just be like, "I'm sorry,
exactly.
You guys hungry?
Would you leave your shirt on?
You guys
hungry?
You guys want to watch Futurama and smoke some weed? Because
he came as soon as he put it in your vagina. No, his fucking key in the door.
And now
jizzed on his calf and sent us home.
and now he's crying in the corner again.
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming too, girl. Like it's fun, but there's so much you don't know exactly how to handle it. You know, it's a bit.
You just always have to be doing something. No hands should be not doing something.
Yeah, that's true. Or if they just kind of get into each other, I don't know where I belong. You know what I mean? Like,
somebody. Come on, what are you talking about?
Right? Mouth, ass, whatever. But, your lady should sort of lead the way and let you know what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. So.
Well, there's usually ground rules that you'd set beforehand, I would guess. Like, again, if you're open and you do it for a living, you're probably more comfortable. Like, yeah. But I don't do that for a living, so there's always been ground rules. Like, don't do this, and,
That would help.
Yeah, but then you get annoyed. You have ground rules because you want to break them because that becomes the taboo thing. Whatever the ground rules are,
screw the ground rules.
You want to break them, yeah.
So why don't you just sit back and enjoy for a little while? Enjoy the view.
Very logical. Yeah, you could do that, but then you just feel silly. Just jerking off while they're having fun. Stupid.
You don't want to be cuckolded?
No. Oh, I love being cuckolded. I love the idea
What does that mean?
It's when you watch
every video I jerk off to, it says cuckold.
Yeah, it's when
I have no idea what that means.
There's something wonderful about it. Just watching your girl or your wife fuck somebody else.
Is that what that is?
It certainly is.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's what a cuckold is?
It's awesome. Yeah, but I like the amateur ones. That's why I don't watch it's like I like where the husband's in the video, but you can actually catch him in a Motel 8 mirror holding the camera, so you know it's legit. And you always know the fucking. I don't like the fake cuck videos with porn stars. I like the real ones, and you can tell because of the music they use. Like if you hear music that a porn company would never get cleared, then you know it's legit. Like wow, they're not going to really be playing.
Sick fuck.
Wow, there's no way that fucking Vivid is going to play the Beatles while they're showing anal sex. There's no way they
Yellow
cleared
Submarine.
Let It Be while this fucking girl is being teabagged by a fucking guy with 9 inches. There's no way Paul McCartney signed off.
There's some wonderful logic in that.
The music tips you off.
That's
It's
funny.
amateur or
Very
professional.
true.
How do you
You
guys?
do a lot of research, I see.
Yeah.
Now that the porn's on our phones, how are you guys making the cash?
Yeah.
It's a little harder, huh?
I still get paid. I still get hired. The same.
Yeah, I think it all does deal with branding. I feel like we do a lot of other things, not just filmings. Like I have a toy line, I have a merchandising site, all kinds of different things. We feature dance around the road doing conventions. We do a lot of other things. Not all our eggs are in one basket, so it makes it lucrative still for us.
But how do you deal if you're not famous? Like, you're both very, very big names in the business, but if you're not a big name in the business, if you're just coming up, this has got to be a really rough time.
You're
Sucks for
fucking
them.
screwed.
Yeah.
Quit. No, I'm kidding.
They last usually for a little while, but I mean, it's a cycle that's been like that for years. There are girls that come in for a little while, make a little bit of money and get out, or they make a career of it, or it's just...
Well, what a lot of those girls do is they cam, so they do the solo camming, and a lot of them make money that way.
Okay. Like, if you start to like somebody and you realize you can talk to her one-on-one on a camera, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
To be able to communicate with your favorite porn star, just you two. It's fucking awesome.
We had Library Girl in here. She was making some money.
Oh, yeah, she was very good. Years
The
ago,
cams.
when I was younger, you had to go to, like, Frank's Chicken House in New Jersey, which was a place where they would have, like, live nude porn stars. And I met my, like, Seika back in, like, early 80s, and fucking Marilyn Chambers and Erica Boyer, like, all these old school porn stars that would just kind of give you a lap dance. It was really fun.
Nice.
Yeah, terrible story, obviously.
We
but I
should
mean, it was
do a
just fun to
show
do.
called Where Are They Now?
We should.
I'll tell you, Erica Boyer killed in a car crash.
Oh, God.
Marilyn Chambers died not long ago. Seika alive and kicking, doing well.
I've met Seika.
Sega looks great.
She does well.
I saw, well, for considering what she's
in her late 50s. Yeah, she's been around for so many years.
Yeah, she looks really good for whatever.
She was very sexy when she danced too.
Do you guys need any help with this thing tomorrow? Like, do you want people to come out? What do they do?
We want us to come and support
Absolutely.
our Free the Nipples.
It's going to be on 44th and Broadway, starting at what time?
1:30.
1:30 tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm
Come
bummed.
out and support our titties.
And we are going to give out autographs. Like, we brought little posters to give out.
did.
That
I
is
have
if
them
we're
with me
allowed
too.
to give it out.
You can give stuff out, I think, just don't sell anything. You can't be
no,
making
we
money.
can't be
That's
making money.
We
no
don't-
money.
We don't want money for that. It's free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your honey's very nice,
Good
by the
for
way.
you.
I don't mean to keep
Thank you.
harping on it.
I know, just ever since I sat back down, you can't stop trying to like take a peek.
I'm just trying to sneak a peek.
Wait,
Should I
wasn't
sit
it-
like this? Just like
Well, I think Jimmy wants to touch the hiney, and then.
Or I could just see it. I don't have to touch it. I mean,
Oh,
I would
or-
beg
or-
to touch it,
or-
but I wouldn't have to.
Well, okay.
I think the birthday boy should just be forced to touch it.
Yeah.
He would hate it and love it at the same time.
I'd lead by example, but I mean, I do understand that you should just give it a pat, a friendly, like, thanks a lot. If you
Well,
do
no
it,
one's
I'll
saying
do
to be like, oh my god, just like grab it and like, creep. But
He raised
just
a
a
good
light. I always say, touch it, don't grab it. Just feel it like you like
Just
it.
like that.
No, like give it like touch
someone's
it.
on the other side
Like
of the
it's like
glass.
a basketball. Two basketballs are in your
He
hands.
loves
Imagine
basketball.
I'm a big sports guy.
Oh my god, this is perfect.
Yeah. Touch it the way Rain Man would, just fucking gingerly pat it.
This is perfect. Dribble it, Pete. It's your birthday.
You have to do it bare.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's awesome. This is fantastic.
She kept her.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. That was awesome.
Kept her pants on.
No, that's all right. All right.
Yep.
Very nice. Thank you. She had her jeans on, but it was still nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
Sometimes you have to get what you get.
I understand.
There you go.
That's like going into
Paul's
looking.
like, I'm texting
No, that's like
my
going
wife.
into. That's like going in because you
Love
want
my
to
wife.
you want to test drive a Lamborghini and you sit in it and the guy goes, no, you're not getting the keys. You just sit in the showroom and we'll talk about how fast it goes. Very lovely.
Paul's like, I left the studio an hour ago.
Yeah. Oh,
Just in
babe, there's
case
so
you're
much
wondering.
traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
10
yeah.
minutes from home.
Yeah. Paul's texting nice things home. Miss you, love you, and an emoji. You know?
You didn't hear my voice because I left the studio before the girls arrived.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So was it good for you?
That was awesome. Happy birthday.
to you.
Yeah. I'm going to go home.
22, P.
Yeah.
not gonna wash his
It's all
hands.
over after this.
Yeah, I'll stop it.
It's all.
It's only 22.
You'll be
the
back with her in a
climb.
week. I got money. You'll be back with her in a week.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When did this happen, this breakup?
Yesterday?
Last week.
Oh.
Still fresh.
So
Very
she dumped you?
It was like a mutual thing. We're just like
Doesn't
too young.
seem mutual.
Yeah.
You seem really sad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're gonna make him cry.
Oh no,
Yeah.
don't do that. If two of my favorite porn stars make me cry, this will be the best birthday
fucking love
party
it.
ever.
Oh, I love it.
How funny was that?
If you just
Jimmy would be
started
jerking
weeping.
off to it.
Oh my God, they're naked and the kid's crying. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh my god.
Girls, you think he looks sad, right?
Yeah.
You look really sad.
Yeah. You want to talk to him for a second about it?
We would love to.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk
By
to
the way, seeing men cry turns me on, so, you know.
Seeing men cry turns you on?
He's pinching himself.
Break my arm?
Yeah. Just think of all those times you shared. Those times are never coming back.
I know.
You're a fucking monster.
Just saying,
But
it's
you know what,
happened.
though? You're going to have really great memories with somebody who's better and much more deserving of your time.
She's the best.
Wow.
Yeah, we're definitely still gonna be friends later.
It'll be hard to replace
It's just
that.
like we need 2 months of not talking to each other, and then we could be friends probably.
And those times that she's now going to share with somebody else, it's going to be hard to realize that. You know, it's painful.
You're a fucking jerk off.
No, but it's one of those things, like those spots that you used to go to that were just yours and hers.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to avoid them for a while, and maybe you hope she doesn't go there with somebody else.
Did you guys have a song?
Yeah.
What was it?
What was it?
It was Creedence Clearwater. Have you ever seen the rain?
No way.
Hit it. Yeah.
No, did you have a song or no?
No, I'm dead serious. That was our favorite
Why?
song. Because I fucking grew up in an Irish family. We listen to that all the time.
Okay, yeah, it is a good song.
I've never heard Eric type faster.
I know.
I'm not sure how the song goes. I just want to see if I know it.
You know the song.
We don't have it in Gillespie.
It came out when you were 20.
We're looking at the
Son
ad.
of a bitch. Now we're looking at an ad, but I just want to hear how the song goes. Oh, this song, yeah. Can you turn it up a little bit?
Yeah, this is a good song.
This is a
Don't
wonderful
cry.
song.
I'm not going to cry.
No, he won't cry.
I'm too angry to cry right now.
Exactly. That's a great song.
It's a great song.
Everyone's just staring at Pete.
What an odd song to have as your song, though.
I know.
That's not
Are you
romantic.
texting her?
No. I'm looking at my Twitter.
So what's your song with your girl, Roller Derby Queen by Jim Croce? Wow, completely unsexual song.
I think this would be a good time to bring in your cake for your birthday.
Yeah? I would love cake.
As your song is playing.
Is it Justin's Fire Papers?
A cake? Oh, no.
You guys are going to make up and have, like, the best makeup sex, just so you know.
I'm pretty whack at sex.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Do you talk dirty?
No, I'm bad at talking dirty.
Can you turn that down a little
I'd
bit?
be like, yeah, do you like that?
Roland, Roland got a cake for you.
Thank you,
Happy birthday, Pete.
Let me smell it.
Should we sing him a happy birthday
That
song?
smells good. Oh, he's hugging Roland.
Where's the cake
That's
from,
true.
Roland?
I love Roland.
Amy's bread.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's awesome.
We have a smorgasbord of food for Pete.
A smorgasbord.
A what?
Smorgasbord.
Did you have a stroke in the middle of that word? Oh, my God. Sound like Dick Clark counting down the new year.
We got that whole thing from Sunday Gravy.
Oh,
We got Sunday gravy outside?
That's so nice.
Here's what it is. When it's someone's birthday, Roland buys himself a present.
It's just an excuse for
I'm so
Roland.
excited. Thank
So we have
you.
a whole food.
Sunday gravy is
We have
amazing.
everything. Chicken parm, meatball parm.
Oh, Pete, you have a wonderful birthday with a well-deserved cake. Unfortunately, that's going to last in your fridge a lot longer because there won't be two enjoying it. But you enjoy that cake by yourself.
There's going to be one lonely slice cut out of it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh! Sorry.
What's the
Dad?
flavor? What's the flavor?
You're supposed to be my new dad.
Sorry.
It gets contagious in here. I'm sorry. I actually feel bad for you.
Great. Nah, I'm all right. It'll be all right.
What kind of cake is it?
Black and white.
Huh?
Black and white.
A black and white.
It's very good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Oh, I had a great joke.
Yeah.
Just looking at that puts weight on me. Pete, comment?
Fucking killing it.
Should we wrap up so we can eat some birthday cake and get some Sunday gravy in us?
I'm very excited.
Anything else, ladies?
Take it.
How long are you guys here for?
Just today and
Wednesday.
tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow.
Don't get arrested.
We will.
We are not going to get
We're
arrested.
gonna honestly
They're
we're gonna
getting
start
weird
out
down there, though.
with little pasties, and we're gonna
Right.
see how that goes.
All right.
Yeah.
You're going to cover the nipples.
Because
At first.
we got a mayor that's a little strange. He really wants to shut that whole thing
Yeah, I
down.
feel like the cops are going to be very excited.
They're really
No, the
big
cops-
fans of ours.
Yeah,
They
the
are.
cops will be cool.
The cops
And
love
like I
love
said,
us
usually
here.
the ladies that are doing that are like fours.
Yeah.
There's been a few, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Go to the
well, you're
Google
all
images.
But we're
Also,
gonna
any
F that.
titties
We're gonna
for
F
you are
it.
like, you're like, yes!
Yeah.
Titties!
Yeah. They look like fucking aborigines on a milk crate.
But you know, if we got arrested, my attorney would love that. Oh my God, he's
Yeah.
gonna kick some ass.
We would make,
like
bigger
a
splash.
big stink about it.
Not
yeah.
that we want that to happen,
Yeah,
but
we're here
What
to
kind
have
of things has your
fun.
attorney had to deal with? What kind of, like, nonsense? I
of
would love to know that.
Oh,
He says you got pink eye from your nipple. We're going to settle out of court.
Did you fart on a pillow?
Right.
Sky.
Game of concussion with their titties.
Yeah, you won't get arrested, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You shouldn't.
But if we do, you guys will bail us out, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be there.
It wouldn't be bad for you if you got arrested. I mean, it's not
That'd be
gonna
pretty
hurt.
awesome.
Yeah, I'd
Legendary.
rather not get arrested. I don't think we will, but, you know.
Just be careful.
Yeah, we
I
will.
know de Blasio wants to shut that down, but they can't figure it out yet.
I love de Blasio.
Do you?
Yeah, well, he changed the weed law, so like, really helped me out. I mean, I don't know anything else of his policies, but
That's all you needed.
that
That's the only
policy
one.
is
That's it, yeah.
fantastic.
I just like the pizza bad dirty talker.
Oh, I'm the worst.
Do you try to talk
I'll
dirty?
go, yeah. Do you like that? And then
What are you doing when you say that? When you're fucking?
I'm inside.
Yeah, do you like that?
Yeah, do you like
better
that?
say
And
yes
usually
at
they're
that
like,
point.
yes. And then I go, cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try improving a scenario and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
my
well, I
dick's
suck
like
at
a...
improv, too. So it's like, improv and dirty talk I'm really bad at. I'm like, yeah, you want me to fuck you?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. What's the plugs, ladies? Twitter
I have-
plugs? What do you want to
My Twitter
do?
is Alexis_Texas.
Oh.
There's a site that's called teamtexass.com. And my Instagram is White Girl Politicking with a G.
And my Instagram is Nikki Benz, Twitter, Nikki Benz, website, nikkibenz.com.
Beautiful.
I will be languishing in Florida this Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville. The best part about going to Florida in the cold, nowhere near a beach. And I will be in San Francisco in a couple weeks. Just go to my website. I got Vegas, and just everything is on sale now.
Nice. Pete, where are you going to be celebrating your birthday today?
I'm going to be home watching Futurama.
Yeah, what about Mom? Mom wants to see if on your birthday. Just a phone call for Mom?
Yeah, I'm probably going to take her out tomorrow.
All right.
But New Year's, I will be in West Palm Beach Improv, and then I'm doing Cobb's in February, and
nice.
That's all I know.
Who's on SNL this week?
Matthew McConaughey.
Wow.
And Adele.
Oh, that's right. Adele's in town.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope
that's
she
what
does
I'm
that
gonna
new
fucking
song
cry.
of hers.
Fuck you, dude.
Hello?
That's gonna destroy me.
Why?
Hello?
Because it's so nice, and Mac Wilds is in it.
Yeah, Tristan Wilde.
Tristan Wilde.
I
You don't like
the
calling
Mac-
him Mac Wilds?
No, he's Tristan from The Wire.
And something went wrong with this relationship in this song, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you're in trouble.
Yeah. No, this one's wrong. This one's
You're
like
in trouble.
I cried. Sam Smith was there this week, and I cried when he sings. He's really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about just watching
Don't cry, dry your eye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You want to hear a little hello?
Just for a second. Big,
Sure,
big
for a
fatty
second.
belting out a love song.
Yeah, sure. She's going to do it on SNL.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's fucking awesome.
She is very good. She's doing an interview here today.
She's so good that like she disappeared for 4 years and said like I'm gonna release a song, and then everybody's like, huh?
382 million views.
Sick. Crushing it. Yeah.
Boy.
It's like in a week.
In a couple weeks, tops, yeah.
Good for her.
All right.
Oh, I like it so far. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I don't like fucking story videos.
Yeah.
Like when Thriller did that. I don't like a long lead up to it. Just get to it. You know, they
to
show
jerk
them
off to.
driving
A
in the
car
rain.
coming down the road far away.
Yeah, it's a guy in a quick check, and then there's a horse and carriage. It's like, what's happening? This fucking dumb video. You broke up. You know,
She
her
is
singing into
beautiful,
another
though.
cock.
You think she's beautiful?
Yeah.
She's a really,
She's a really pretty
face.
bitch.
She's
She
like
cleans up nice.
classic.
Her voice is amazing.
Yeah, she's
And
pretty.
lost a lot of weight, right?
She has, yeah, but she's still got a body like Jim Belushi. Yep. Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's hitting Pete.
Yeah.
See it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's looking at the tea being poured. He remembers when his girlfriend would pour him tea. Dump it on his scaly dick. Poor young Pete.
I don't like this fake fun that they're
I
having.
hate it. I hate when they show the fake fun, the laughter that they used to share before he realized she had fucking syphilis and gave it to him. Or whatever happened in the relationship.
It's a nice song.
It is a nice song.
What is your song, Opie? You look like you're getting a little choked up.
Yeah, that's... What is your song?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Put me on the spot now.
What a weird ending to a show.
I know. Pete's crying, the girls are bored, and I have a heart on.
Oh, Paul, you got to get your plug in. Jesus.
Yeah,
I thought you went
this
home to
weekend,
your wife an hour ago.
No, this weekend I'll be headlining the Comedy Connection in Providence. And New Year's Eve, we're doing a show, me, Bill Burr, Jason Lawhead, Joe Bartnick at the Orpheum in Los Angeles. So come out to that as well.
And these Trainwreck DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever, have been laying around for a week. So we'll just give them away to three random callers as we close out the show
I'm
today.
going to try and time it and bring a girl over so you can see the 3 seconds that I'm in it.
Are you in that?
I'm going to make her not blink.
Yes,
what
he
are
is.
you doing it?
I said I was high in it.
Yep.
And that's it.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you want a Trainwreck Blu-ray DVD, give us a call. We'll give them out to random people. I want to thank the ladies for stopping in. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you
Have
very
fun
much.
tomorrow in
Thanks for
Times
having
Square.
us.
Is it going to be warm tomorrow? I don't even know.
66.
Perfect for tits, right?
Yeah, it's out.
Titty day.
Pete, happy birthday. We'll
Happy
see you
birthday, buddy.
soon. And I guess we're done.
Thanks,
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye. Thank you.